Heard a thing, but I'll call you if I do. Right.
Clint, what happened?
Nothing. There's no sign of her.
What do you mean? You gave him the money and he didn't give her back? What? How could he do that?
He tricked us, that's how. We put the money in a garbage bag and we left it in an alley. Bo posed as some drunken bum passed out on the ground. Now, he did manage to come up with a description of the car that was used. I followed it and the fellow driving it, the kidnapper, to the Vernon Inn garage. Bo and Rafe met me there. We forced our way into the service entrance and we found the garbage bag, but no kidnapper.
Well, did you get the money back?
No, we didn't get the money back. We got a bag full of garbage. And there was no kidnapper. Now, every room in the hotel was searched, and the police were all over town looking for the car, looking for him, looking for any kind of a lead. Bo and I were driving around all night. Nothing. Nothing.
I can't believe this. I was sure when I got up this morning you were going to give me some kind of good news.
Yeah. Far from it.
Well, look, Clint, it doesn't mean the worst, all right? I mean, couldn't he just be holding on for her just a little longer? I mean, he's going to let her go later?
Oh, come on. Tell me, why would he want to hang on to her now that he's got the $2 million?
Well, maybe so he has time to get out of town, or that's it. Maybe he's got her out of town. She's trying to get back. She's trying to hitchhike or use the phone or something. Look, it doesn't mean that she's dead. Please, don't think that, all right? I can't let you think that.
It is not my favorite thought. I don't like it. I don't enjoy thinking it. I can't get it out of my mind. It is a definite possibility, you know.
I know, just try not to think it, all right? Please, she is alive. Clint, I'm sure of it.
Morning. Oh, Dr. Polk, I forgot I asked you to come by this morning.
What about Vicky?
Well, there's no sign of her.
Listen, why don't I, go make some coffee so all of us can have some.
Do the police know?
Yes, the police are involved. They're doing everything they can. We know who's got her, we just don't know where. We don't even know for sure whether or not she's alive or not. That was a dead end, Doctor. I guess it's up to the police now. I've run out of ideas, I've run out of hope, I run out of... you name it.
It's because you're exhausted, you need sleep.
I couldn't sleep now. There's no way I could sleep now. I just can't get it out of my mind that it's all over for Vicky.
Well, that's from the exhaustion and the frustration. Clint, look, there are no facts.
I'd give anything if it weren't true.
Clint, now think. What would they gain by killing her after they got the money?
Oh, you mean assuming that she was still alive at that time? How about to keep from being identified? Or maybe she just tried to escape or something.
Be positive, all right? Maybe he needs her to escape. Maybe he planned all along not to let her go until he was sure he could escape. Maybe he has her tied up and gagged somewhere. It's just a matter of time where someone will find her.
Well, I guess that could be, yeah.
But Clint, your wife is a very intelligent person. Look, she's much smarter than the guy that grabbed her. She's going to use all her cunning to outsmart him and any accomplices he may have. She's going to get out of this alive because she has a lot to live for.
Yeah? Yeah, she got the boys. She'd want to stay alive for the boys.
And she has you.
Well, let's not get into that. You drive me right back into negative thinking. You know, thinking about how depressed and hurt she must be to realize what she's going to have to come home to.
You know, I think it would be a very good idea if you just simply asked Tina to move out.
No, the damage has already been done.
Clint, I think it's best for you.
It doesn't matter, Doctor. It does not matter whether Tina is here or not. But I'll tell you what you said about this fella having to hold on to her so he can get out of town makes a lot of sense. That could really be, especially since the police are going to start announcing and broadcasting the name Thomas Stickley as the suspect.
In which case, he just may take her across the border into Canada where he could disappear. You know, up into the mountains or the mountain cabin. Look, what happened if he found out about that somehow?
No.
I mean, he could force her to drive up there, you know?
That was covered yesterday. Ed Hall called the sheriff up there, had him check it out. He even put a wiretap on the telephone just in case. Didn't come to a thing. Oh, Vicky, if there's any way you can get a message to us or leave us a clue, please do it and do it damn quick.
Dream. We really did it. 8 o'clock in the morning. Where's Stick? He didn't come back last night. Oh, God, I wonder if that means they got him. That means they could be after me any second.
Hey! Hey, Stick! Open up!
Hey.
Oh, come on. I was wondering what happened to you.
Yeah, I was afraid for a minute you might have skipped out with all... what's this doing all over the floor?
I thought it'd be fun to sleep on it. Over it, under it, all around me. Your pile is right there. I counted it out last night before I went to sleep. $1 million on the nose! Woo-hoo! Ow. Where have you been?
I decided it might be better if I hid out for a while. Stay off the streets just in case, you know?
Very smart of you, Stick. I was a bit worried. They might have got you.
Yeah. Yeah, you'd have been $1 million richer.
I was worried Clint might have got you. Then he would have beat it out of you where I was.
Yeah. I was real glad you were smart enough not to double-cross me.
Oh, Stick, I keep telling you, I am a nice person. I realize that you don't meet too many nice people in your line of work, but I happen to be one. Besides that, I'm not greedy. This is more than enough for me.
Yeah, and you knew that if you went against me, I would hunt you if it took the rest of my life, right?
It occurred to me that you had a streak of revenge in you, yeah.
I'm glad we understand each other. Now, get this money packed up. Here, clean yourself up. We got to get together, make some plans, and get out of here. Did you listen to the news this morning yet?
No.
Yeah. I thought maybe they, might have had it on the radio here. Watch that. Had it on the radio about the kidnapping, since I fooled him. Oh, I wish I could have seen your husband's face when he opened up that garbage bag and found nothing but garbage.
Yeah, it must have been real funny. We sure did trick him, didn't we?
Yeah.
I keep thinking how awful it is for Clint what he's going through, though.
Yeah, it's his problem. Who cares? You don't, or you wouldn't have done it.
And now for the 8 o'clock news. Tragedy has once again struck the Buchanan household. Police announced this morning that Victoria Lord Buchanan, wife of Clint Buchanan, and owner and publisher of the Lambview Banner, was kidnapped from her home.
What'd they tell you?
Authorities say a ransom of $2 million was paid per the kidnapper's instructions. But Mrs. Buchanan has not been heard from or seen. The family now fears that she may be dead. Asking for cooperation in this case. The suspect is a man of approximately 33 years of age named Thomas Stickley. 6'2", slender build, dark hair. He was seen driving a car with the license plate MVR 678.
What'd you do,
Anyone with
advertise?
any information about Thomas Stickley or Victoria Buchanan is to call this special hotline number, 555-4442. I repeat, 555-4442. In world news...
This is terrible. Clint and the children think I'm dead.
What do you think they'd think? You were off playing bridge somewhere?
Oh, I know. It's just when I heard it on the radio.
But what about my name and description on the radio? How'd that hit you?
Yeah, how do you figure they know it's you?
I don't know. I thought your brother-in-law was suspicious, but when they come right out and say it, that means they got evidence.
Yeah, they got your car and license plate number.
Yeah, well, they could have got that when they followed me to the hotel. Whatever. Get this money packed up and put this shopping lady's bag outfit back on.
What for?
Because you'll be a little bit harder to recognize, that's what for.
What do you care? You're going your way and I'm going mine.
Not now. I need your help to get me out of this town. You'll drive. I'll lie on the floor.
They have your license plate number.
We'll take the back roads until I can pick up another car.
No. Listen, no. There's got to be another way to get out of this. Absolutely.
Hey, you remember this?
How could I forget it? What are you waving it at me for?
Because I am in charge now, lady. Whatever I say, you do. So just get it together, get this money packed up, and put all $2 million of it in that bag.
Why?
Because it'll be easier to carry.
All right, I'm ready. How about you?
That's disgusting. Yeah, I'm just checking around, making sure there's no sign of us left here. Yeah. Okay, nothing the workman couldn't have left behind.
Except our fingerprints, maybe.
Now the cops won't dust for fingerprints unless they thought we were here in the first place, right? Right.
Listen, I got a question. Where are we going?
That I haven't figured out yet. Out of Landview, that's for sure. Maybe upstate.
Oh, I got an idea. Vicky, I got a cabin up in the mountains.
How far up?
About an hour.
Any chance your family might think of it?
What, are you kidding? You think they're going to think I told you to take me there?
Oh, that's true. Okay, that's good. Hey, that's great. We can relax there for a couple of days and figure out our next move, huh?
Good. It's real pretty, too. Let's go.
Wait a minute.
What?
I got a great idea.
What?
You know that dress that you were wearing the night I grabbed you?
What about it?
Yeah. We're going to throw it in the river.
What for? That's a perfectly good dress.
Because when they find it, then they will start dragging the river looking for you. You understand?
That's disgusting. That's gruesome. I'm not going to do that to Clint.
Vicky, if there is no proof that you're dead, they are going to keep on looking. Believe me, they're going to keep looking till they find you, living fancy, spending all that money.
No way. I'd rather just disappear.
Don't worry about it, baby. That is going to happen. The car is parked just to the right as you go out the front door. Let me check it out first.
You guys look like you could use some sleep.
Yeah, well, we could really use some sleep, but we don't have time for it right now. Clint, we got to think this thing through again.
Yeah, well, I can help.
Well, please do. Dr. Polk was by and got me all revved up about the possibility that Vicky is still alive and doing everything to help us find her. You know, like leave a clue or outsmart the guy that's holding her.
Yeah, you know what I keep thinking about? That alley. The alley where we made the drop. Why there?
It's dark. Open at both ends. It's a perfect spot for a ransom drop.
Yeah, but do you think that Stick might have had a hideout somewhere nearby there?
Nah, from what little I know about kidnappings, it's not likely, but... Well, let's think it through for a minute.
Yeah, but that's downtown. You know, there's all kinds of warehouses and offices and stuff. That's an awful lot of places to search.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You know, as I picture that area, why were there all those garbage bags out there where we dropped the money? I mean, that's, where'd the garbage come from? That's not a residential area.
What was on the other side of the alley from there?
Well, I got a picture of that from the street. Let's see, on the corner there's a deli. Then what?
Well, what street?
Chambers off Bolson.
Chambers. I'm afraid I'm not down there very often.
Next to the deli, there's a florist, right?
Yeah. Florist. Then there's a restaurant that's being renovated. Then there's an empty lot.
Yeah, but why would a restaurant that hasn't even opened yet have garbage behind it?
Wait a minute, I got it. you know, that's where Elmo is going to open up Elmo's too. Right, and Stick used to hang out there at Elmo's in Harrisburg, so he'd know about the place, and he'd know that nobody was going to be there.
It's got to be it, Tina.
I hope so. Call Ray. Tell him to meet us there.
Yeah,
Well?
Hey, this is some swell place. I just might spend the winter up here, you know. Yeah, those trees are thick enough. Nobody would ever see the car, right?
Well, there's acres and acres of woods around here. In fact, there's a lake on the other side of the hill.
Yeah, you got any food stocked?
Yeah, I got a lot of food up here. I always keep the place stocked in case we want to pop up here and be comfortable. I'm going to go upstairs and change out of this bag lady outfit.
Well, yeah.
I keep clothes here, okay?
Yeah, you do that. Yo, Roy. Yeah, guess who this is? Yeah, that's right. You've been reading my name a little bit lately, huh? Yeah, so what do you think, chump? You said I couldn't do it by myself, right? Well, I not only did it, but I got 2 million instead of 1, right? So long, chump. Yeah, just about time to end this little partnership.
Is anyone here? I'll check that back room. You look in the bathrooms. Be careful.
Right. No sign anybody's been here except the people working on this place.
There's a glass with lipstick on it, Bo.
Maybe some fingerprints, huh?
Fingerprints aren't going to do us any good.
Okay, all right. Just let's calm down.
Well, I just had myself all worked up who's going to be here.
Nothing. Yeah, well, there's nothing out here either.
Did you check the floor? She might have dropped an earring or something. I gotta go answer that in the squad car. I'll be right back.
You know, we ought to get some help in here and just give this place a real once-over.
And then what? They could have pulled out of here last night.
Just one damn clue. That's all we're looking for, huh?
Bo! Bo! You realize what this means?
Clint, I don't really see anything good about it.
No, she left it here as a clue.
Yeah, but she didn't have any other clothes with her.
Well, so they put her in a disguise or something. They wouldn't have left this here on purpose.
Yeah, okay. Okay, I'm with you.
Now, wait a minute. You saying I'm just trying to convince myself that she's still alive? Is that it?
No, I think you're right. I'm sure of it.
Guys, I think... What's that? Where'd you find it?
Vicky's dress. I found it here on the floor.
I figure that Vicky probably left it behind intentionally just to let us know she's still alive.
Well, it sounds very possible. Look, I just got a second call in the squad car. It's from Captain Hall. Apparently someone placed a call from Vicky's mountain cabin. We only caught the tail end of the conversation, though.
Ed had it searched. It was empty.
It sure as hell isn't empty now.
Hey, you look like the perfect country lady right now.
Yeah, well, I feel better. So, how long do you think you're going to want to stay around here?
Oh, I'm not sure. We got to keep our ears to the radio and see what the cops are up to.
Look, I drove you up here. I kind of think we should go our separate ways now.
Oh, what are you, nuts? Listen, the cops are looking for you as much as me, maybe more. So we got to convince them that you're dead.
Do we really have to do that?
Hey, you want them to keep following you?
No, of course I don't.
Okay, now after that, I promise. Well, we'll lay low a couple of days and then you'll be on your own.
Are you really leveling with me?
Hey, I trusted you, didn't I? Why don't you trust me?
Fair enough.
Yeah. Hey, let's go take a walk down by that lake you talked about, huh?
Rafe, can't we go a little faster?
You're doing just fine, Clint.
We can't help Vicky if we go careening off the road, right?
Yeah, well, today this trip seems endless.
Look, the sheriff's office was notified to check out the cabin. If Stick is holding Vicky there, the whole thing might be over by the time we arrive.
Fine. But we don't know that it's going to be over the way we want it. We don't even know if she's alive.
Clint Stick wouldn't go to the trouble of taking her all the way to the mountain cabin to kill her. He would have done that in Landview. She's trying to get out of state, that's all.
Yeah, he probably intends to hold up for a couple of days in the mountains. Just try to have some faith, Clint.
Yeah. Faith. Faith.
Wait a sec. This is not really such a good idea after all.
Why not?
Because there are people around here, neighbors. I mean, not close neighbors, but there are all kinds of people wandering around now, hunters and people who are fishing, and anybody could spot us.
Oh, okay, right. Okay, I guess so. I mean, your picture is in the newspaper, my description's been on the radio and everything. We'll just stay here for a couple of days, and then we'll take off. Except for one little detail, your dress. Where is it?
Oh, what about it?
I want to throw it in the lake. Sooner or later, somebody's going to get the bright idea to come up here looking for you. Oh, one of those neighbors that you were talking about, they could find it, see?
Well, you think that's enough of a clue for people to think I'm killed?
Have you got a better idea?
No, not now.
Then don't worry about it. I will find a solution.
Okay. It's a shame that we can't take a walk, 'cause it's really pretty out there. You know, the last time I was up here, I saw doe and I saw two little baby deer, and it was really... There are two guys coming through the woods.
Two guys in uniforms, they're cops.
What are we gonna do?
Get up in the corner. There's no time to get out of here now. Get down. Don't make a sound. If they look through the window, they won't be able to see us.
There's no signs of life in there.
There's no car around either. If anybody was here, they're gone now.
Shall we break in and make sure? Cannon and the Landview police are on their way up here. There's no sense breaking the lock when it's obvious nobody's in there.
All right, look, let's head down by the lake and check out the boathouse.
Yeah.
What in the hell is your husband doing coming up here?
I don't know. I'm as shocked as you are.
Oh, you tipped him off somehow.
How could I do that and when? I've been with you.
It just don't make sense, Vicky. There is no way in hell that they would get a reason to get the idea to come up here. I mean, they would just not think of it. They wouldn't think that you told me about it.
Well, I don't know. Maybe they thought you threatened me with a place to hide out. Maybe it's a lucky guess on their part.
No. A lucky guess is the local authorities come up and check the place out. They're coming up here. That means they know.
Well, I don't know how they know, and quit staring at me like I did something. I don't want my husband to find me, remember? Shh.
Okay, get up.
We gotta get to the car and get out of here.
No, that's no good. There could be cops all over the place. They could have found the car. They could be hiding. They could be waiting for us. Oh, the phone. I made a phone call. I used the phone. That's how they know. They tapped it.
You are brilliant. So smart, Stick.
Oh.
All right, I'll tell you what we're gonna do. I'm taking my half of the money right now, and I'm getting out of here.
Oh, you don't forget about it, lady. We are getting out of this together. Now, is there any other way off this mountain besides the way we came up?
Yeah, there's a rough path down the other side of the mountain to the road.
Okay, that's the one we're taking.
What's that for?
For you.
Are you double-crossing me?
You don't think I'm very smart? Well, neither did the guys in Statesville, but I'll tell you how smart I am. I am smart enough to make $2 million because you, lady, were dumb enough to help me. That makes me a genius. Now, come on, we're getting out of here now.
Stick, I tell you what, take the money, take all of it, and I won't tell them. I'll tell you you left this morning. I'll protect you, Stick, I swear I will.
I can't trust you
Yes, you
anymore.
can. You don't have to kill me. That's what you're going to do.
Listen, if you keep arguing, I'm going to do it to you right here. Now, you are going with me. You're going with me all the way to Canada if you have to. Now, get your coat. Get your coat, baby. It's cold outside. You ready? Okay, you go first. Take that. You go first. Check and see if there's anybody out there. If you get any urges to yell or anything like that, just think about it. It could be the last urge you have.
Yeah, we'll check out the cabin first. Over. How much closer can I get, Clint?
We can go a little further. I'll let you know when to pull over. Rafe, Bo and I left land first so fast we didn't bring any guns with us.
You're along for the ride, Clint. The other cops and I'll handle the guns if we need them.
That's assuming Stick doesn't have 8 other guys with him.
Yeah, well, if he does, you can have 7 of them. I just want Stick for myself, Bo.
Well, you got him.
Oh, there's a clearing up here. You can pull over there and we can go the rest of the way on foot. Let's just hope that Stick hasn't pulled out yet. Nothing. I don't believe it. Not one damn sign they were even here.
Yeah, well, they had to have been. A phone call, you know?
I hate to say this, but it could have been a hunter or a neighbor who came in and used the phone.
But the lock on the door wasn't broken.
No, but there's a neighbor that keeps his eye on the place. He's got a key.
Who are you?
Oh.
What are you doing here?
Detective Garrettson, Lambview Police.
Oh, good. We checked around here about 30 minutes ago. No sign of anyone having been here. So we checked out the boathouse and the surrounding area.
And nothing?
Right not, sir. My partner's still combing the woods.
Well, there's just 2 of you?
We'd better radio for more men. There's acres of woods out there. Come on.
Starting to lose hope, Bo.
Hey, come on. They could be right out here somewhere.
Yeah, but things have been going against Vicky and me for so long that there just doesn't seem to be any damn end to it.
Look, we're going to find her. She's going to be all right. The 2 of you are going to be all right. You hear me?
Well, I'm not thinking so much about the 2 of us anymore. I'm just thinking about her. I mean, I want to make sure she hasn't been killed, you know, that she hasn't been hurt. Bo. Huh?
What?
Rafe! Rafe, get in here!
What is it?
It's Vicky's wedding ring. She was here, damn it. She was here. He left this ring here on purpose.
Has to be.
Yeah, it sure does. We got more men headed up here now. In the meantime, I think we should each take a section of the woods.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna go back to the car. I'm gonna drive around the other side of the mountain.
All right, I'm going to stay near the cabin. If they spot y'all, they may double back here.
Yeah, why don't you and I take both sides of the falls, okay? And, Clint, remember, you're not armed, okay?
Neither is Vicky, Ray.
We'll find Vicky, Clint. We'll get Stick, too.
Oh, I know I'm gonna find her. It's the only way I can get this ring back on her finger.
Rafe, did you find anything?
Yeah, a car down near Cricket Falls.
What's the car doing down there?
Well, from the looks of it, it was abandoned on purpose. Now, I had one of the state troopers call into place.
Registered to none other than...
You got it, Mr. Thomas Stickley.
Waiting around.
No, wait a second. Bo, wait a minute. I already got a team of troopers fanning out through the woods. What if Stickley left the car there for a reason?
What, like a decoy or something?
Yeah, if I was Stickley, that's what I'd do. So while our guys are combing the woods around Cricket Falls, he's heading for the other side of the mountain.
That's where Clint's searching alone.
Clint, let's go.
Robert, why aren't you ready yet? We're going to be late. Hey, no sweat. Thanks for giving me a ride. People at the garage said the car's almost ready. Trouble with owning a Triumph is they don't make them anymore. You can't find spare parts. Have you seen the news today yet? Oh, no, but I was watching a rock video on my new VCR. Why don't you check it out, man? See if that button down there. Listen to a rock video. I got a couple of new tapes. Why don't you just flick the switch on the stereo? Look, Out in the real world, some maniac has kidnapped Vicky Buchanan and is holding her someplace. I'm a little worried about it. Haven't you heard anything? Yes, I have heard about it. I'm sorry about that, ma'am, but what am I supposed to do about it?
Nothing. I'm just worried she's a friend of mine.
Man, I didn't know that you traveled in those circles. Listen, Rob, why don't you introduce me sometime, huh?
Yeah, sometime.
You ready yet or what? Ah, just about. Didn't put on my cologne. All right. We have just become late. Officially, we are now late. Would you forget the cologne and let's get out of here, please? Oh, man. No, the female staff at the hospital worry if I don't have it on. It is called hunk. And it fits me perfectly because I already am a hunk. Don't you just love it? That isn't you, isn't it? All right, let's go. All right. Listen, you got to stop worrying, man. The only person that can give you grief about being late is me. What about Larry? Yeah, I'll tell him that you made me late. Lisa, when'd you start breaking and entering?
Look, this apartment should have been mine. That jerk Dr. Hall stole it out from under me. Well, I had another key made for it. I gave the original back to the landlady.
Yeah? Set up a robbery?
No. I just thought it would come in handy one day to make his life as miserable as makes mine. Why don't you have a seat? Make yourself to home.
Nolan Stockton's got expensive taste. Where are you staying?
Over at Bev's. It's really awful there. The couch is awful.
Yeah, you ought to try sleeping on a park bench, Lisa.
Is that what you've been doing?
Yep. Sooner or later, though, I'm going to come face to face with the brother wearing a badge, blue, and packing a piece. I got to get out of Lambview.
So, what's keeping you here?
Money?
Oh, is that why you wanted to see me? Look, Bobby, I'm doing this community service thing for nothing. I can't help you.
No, maybe not, but your rich parents could. Hey, look, just say you need it. You need some money, some living
Bobby,
expenses, whatever.
come on. They're just barely talking to me. They're not about to give or loan. Look, as far as I'm concerned, I either make it on my own or tough.
And they always forgive you.
Look, they used to. But they've run out of patience, okay? I'm sorry, but I really can't help you.
All right. Just have to find some hideout somewhere so I can pull a gig, get some bucks, and break out of here.
You know, it would have been better if I hadn't distracted that cop for you.
What, so I could be in jail?
Well, you know, they're going to catch up with you sooner or later. And with your record,
Please,
it's
don't
just...
start getting moral with me. Now, I can't stay at your place because you ain't got no place. So where... Of course, I could be real comfortable right here.
In Dr. Hall's
I
apartment?
stay here
No.
when homeboys at work, slip out before he comes home. It's beautiful.
Forget it. No way.
Perfect. What are you so excited about, baby? The doc will never know.
Yeah, well, look, suppose the doc comes home early one day or something. What happens then? He knows you, Bobby, remember?
I don't think he's any competition for me.
Oh, what are you going to do? Take him on? Oh, come on. One way or the other, it's bad news, and I get in trouble again.
Turning into a wimp, you know that?
Look, maybe I'm just getting older.
Hey, whoa, listen, come on. We made a good team once. Just help me out on this gig.
Look, just told you I don't want to get in trouble again.
We do it right, there won't be any trouble. I get some money, I can split. You get some, you can find yourself an apartment. I'll do all the work. All you got to do is drive the getaway.
Oh, great. That's how I got in trouble the last time. Except Diane didn't tell me she was robbing a lady's necklace when she told me to go get the car. Look, I had to face it, and so do you. I'm no good for this stuff.
Hey, all you need is some practice.
Yeah, like you? Running after the cops all the time?
Lisa,
Yeah.
you go straight on me now. We're going to have trouble seeing each other.
Look, we're not seeing each other, remember? I broke up with you a few months ago. Just keep your hands off of me.
Just a friendly arm.
Uh-huh. Well, I've done you a few favors in the name of friendship. But that's all. Now, I've got to get to work.
Said like a true 9-to-5.
I'm serious, Bobby. Don't you understand?
I'm trying not to.
Oh, you have to. I mean, I want us to get this straight between
The
us.
rich kid who used to get her kicks on the other side of the track. All of a sudden, she wants to dump those folks and become the lady she was raised to be. Is that what I'm supposed to understand, Lisa?
I'm never going to be like my parents. But I'm not cut out to be like you either. Look, that has become very plain to me. If I mess up one more time, that's it. And I'm going back to the women's slam.
Yeah. Give me a call when you get bored playing Miss America.
Call you? What town? What precinct, huh?
Hey, they ain't gonna catch Bobby Blue, baby. Not again.
Oh, Bobby, I hope you don't die living up to that statement.
Oh, come on, listen.
I've got to get to the hospital.
You sure I can't stay here?
I am very positive.
All right, all right.
Now, just go ahead and be careful.
What do you care, Lisa? Do you care?
Involved in Vicky's kidnapping.
Wait a minute here. I didn't say I was
I just
involved.
heard you, Tina. Hey, whoa, Larry, ease up on the gangbusters.
Look, all I meant was that the kidnappers saw her at Elmo's. And I was the first person to ever bring her there. That's all.
Wait a minute, Tina. How can you think that you're at fault for that?
I don't know. Maybe if he hadn't seen her, maybe then he wouldn't have thought of kidnapping her. You
Yeah,
know?
that's probably true. So why aren't you at Landfair right now where you need it?
Because I can be frantic anywhere. I don't have to sit by the phone. And, I really don't appreciate your tone.
I don't care. I don't know why you're flitting around town during the whole crisis.
Yeah,
but this is not like you. Come on now. Ease up a little bit. Come on, you're upset. Tina's upset. Everybody's upset, but no way is she at fault.
Mr. O'Neill, they're ready for you now.
Oh, happy news. Next time you guys see me, I'll be without the cats. Now, be nice to each other, all right? Yeah. Oh, listen, if you hear anything about Vicky, let me know, right? Yeah. Okay. All right, Tina, look, just because you went into a nightclub with Vicky, that doesn't make you responsible for a kidnapping. You shouldn't think that way. I shouldn't have implied it.
Yeah, but maybe you were right. About all those things you said the other day. And all these terrible things started happening to Vicky because I came back from California. Maybe I never should have come back here, Maybe I never should have told Mitch where I was. As I was up all last night with a whole long list of nevers.
Listen, kiddo, I know it's really difficult being helpless. I see it all the time with relatives and patients, relatives of patients and friends, and there's nothing they can do. They just sit around and wait and pray, and it's very frustrating.
Yeah, but every time the phone rings, Larry, my heart jumps because I think it's going to be good news. And then I think a second later, and then I think, well, it might be bad news. And then I go to answer the phone, and it is no news at all.
I just hope they find Vicky in that mountain cabin soon.
The mountain cabin?
Yeah, well, that's right, you didn't know. No, I called Ed Hall before I came in here. Rafe, Clint, Bo, they've all gone up to the mountain cabin. You see, there was a phone tap on the phone up there, and apparently a call had been made from the cabin.
Well, he's got the money. Why doesn't he just let her go?
Assume that creep is holding Vicky so he can escape.
Well, why, when he doesn't have any reason to hold her anymore?
Don't worry, they'll get it, believe me.
And what then? Was somebody else going to get hurt then, like Clint?
Tina, keep the faith. Clint will be all right.
Oh, well, then I have to wonder what's going to happen to me.
Well, what have you got to do with this?
Look, if there's anything that I have learned in this whole crisis here, it's that nobody considers me a real part of this family. Well, they don't care at all. They treat me like I'm some piece of furniture or something. Nobody cares about my feelings.
Oh, I'm sure Clint didn't mean for you to feel like that. I think you're being overly sensitive.
But I just... Forget I even said anything about it, all right? I'm kind of ashamed of myself for even bringing it up at a time like this. Oh, please, just let Vicky be all right. Maybe we can have a real chance to try to be sisters.
I thought you two had already established a sisterly relationship.
Yeah, well, a real relationship like that takes a little more than a few months, you know? Go call Cassie. Maybe she's heard from the police.
Hold it. Miss Barron, I believe.
An incredible memory, Doctor.
Lisa Barron, who was due at work a half an hour ago.
I guess my watch stopped.
Yeah, well, I think you better get a better watch.
Fine. Buy me one. Gold like the one you're wearing would be just fine.
You are responsible to be at work on time.
And what would you do if you couldn't be sitting, watching, waiting for me to mess up?
Yeah, well, believe me, I wouldn't be babysitting you. That's something I can't help. And as long as you're under my supervision, I expect
Well, you
you
know
to be
what?
professional and
I'm not going to... It's time I got out from under your supervision.
Look, nothing would please me better, but Dr. Wallach has other plans. So why don't you just grow up and accept the fact
Well,
that
look,
I'm in charge around here?
Anything. And you know what? I am getting out of this.
You're going to quit the program, go back to your jive friends in the streets? That is wonderful, because I knew you'd never last. And you know what? Here's a couple of bucks. The cab fare's on me.
Oh, how's the x-ray look? Beautiful. How's it feel? Well, it's a little stiff. I haven't used it in a while. Yeah, well, don't use it. Don't force anything, all right? Right. Any more instructions? Yeah, I wouldn't play football for the next few weeks if I were you. How are the Steelers going to win without me? I don't know. Listen, I meant to ask you earlier, while I was getting the cast off, was there any news on Vicky? No, not yet. I'm just going ahead with the workload, trying to keep my mind off it. Yeah, come in.
Dr. Wallace, they told me you were here. I really need to speak with you.
I'm with the patient right now, Lisa. Nope, this patient is out of here. All right? Hey, thank you very much. Congratulations. Take care. All right. Listen, if you hear anything on Vicky, let me know. Right? Absolutely. Take care of this. Yeah.
I'm sorry I interrupted, Dr. Wallace.
Yeah.
This is really important.
Okay, what is it?
Dr. Hall and I just can't work together.
Oh, not again. I thought we'd been through.
Yeah, but you see, it's getting worse. I was a little late for work today. You know, it happens. Bus doesn't come. What could a person do? But see, he's going out of his way to get on my case. It's like he hates me.
I'm sure he doesn't hate you, Lisa.
Yeah, well, okay, but he just doesn't like me. But we've got an impossible situation, and it's interfering with my doing a good job. I told you and Captain Hall, and I promised my parents that I'd really make a go of this. And I meant it. And I'm not going to mess up. I'm really not. But just 2 more cracks from Dr. Hall, and I'm walking. I mean, I just don't know what to do.
I don't either. I thought we'd gone through all this and that you and he had resolved it.
No way. But I do have an idea.
Yeah, what?
Well, maybe that I could work another shift. You always need volunteers, don't you?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, and if you're willing, it would...
Oh, I'd be very willing, as long as he and I don't have to cross paths. We'd both be happier.
All right, well, you got it with my blessing.
Great. So I can leave now and start tonight?
Now? You... Yeah, all right. I see no reason why.
Oh, great. Thanks a lot, Dr. Wallace. You're really a nice man, you know? Not like... Well, thanks. Bye.
Goodbye. Clint should be up there by now. Tina, what's the matter? What are you doing here? You hurt?
Oh, you might say that. Not physically.
What are you doing in a hospital?
I came to see Pete O'Neill.
Pete went home earlier.
I know. I just didn't want to go back to Lansdale. I'm a coward, huh?
I just talked to Cassie a little while ago, and she mentioned that creep might have Vicky up in the mountains.
Wonderful, isn't it? What's going to happen next, right? I don't want to know what happens next. I certainly don't want to be the first to know anyways.
Come on now, you just gotta try to hang in there and be optimistic and positive. And...
Yeah. Rob, do you remember when we were kids? And when everybody would say to you that life is going to make sense? Yeah, that if you're a good person, then good things are going to come your way?
And that if you worked hard, you'd be successful and...
Yeah.
Yeah.
All trash, isn't it?
Well, I don't know if it's trash. I think there are probably a few people out there whose lives follow those kind of patterns.
Yeah, well, mine sure hasn't. What about yours?
Can't say mine has either, actually. My life has made absolutely no sense up till now. But my grandfather told me it wasn't going to.
Lucky you. At least you had somebody to guide you.
What's all this have to do with Vicky?
A lot. Rob, I just hope everything turns out all right. What? Silk shirts in his closet. And French wine in his wine rack. So much food in his refrigerator. He wouldn't even notice if I took a snack or two. Yeah. Maybe Bobby Blue had the right idea. Hang out here. Get out before His Highness gets home. And leave all that stuff still over the bed. Great. Oh. And finally get some real sleep.
I gotta rest.
No, we gotta keep moving.
No, I gotta breathe.
Oh, man, oh.
It'll be a lot easier if you carry this money and the other shoe would help too.
Just breathe, okay? Cut the noise. Okay, let's go.
Oh, not already.
Yes. That way. Okay, back up here. This way. Hey, wait a minute, look, down there, a car. There's nobody around it. I don't hear anything.
What good is a car without keys?
I'll hotwire it. And then we're out of here, baby. Let's go. Turn around.
Oh, quit pushing!
Move. What?
Glenn! No, stop it!
So much for the cowboy hero. Come on, let's go.
Where am I?
Paris, move.
Oh, you? Glenn! Oh, my God! What happened? What happened to him? What have you done to my husband?
What's wrong with you, lady? What are you doing?
Oh, darling, please, open your eyes. It's me, it's Vicky.
Oh, who did you think it would be? Come on, lady, we gotta keep moving.
No, I'm not going away. I'm not going to leave him.
Oh, it was an accident. At least we've still got the money. Come on, let's go.
Don't you see what you've done? Darling, please wake up.
Lady, listen to me now.
I promise you.
You were coming with me right now, whether you like it or
No,
not.
I'm staying here. Clint, please. Sweetheart, whatever happened before, it doesn't matter. All that matters now is you. You must live. Please, please, you must live. Please. Oh, darling, just one more chance. That's all I ask for. I know we can do it. Just one more chance. Dear God, don't give us the fight.
Lady, do you hear what you were saying? Well, what about our plans, huh? What about the money?
I don't even know what you're talking about, plans or money. I'll never leave you.
Lady, this bus is leaving and you are on it.
No!
We got no choice. If somebody heard that shot, if somebody is after us...
Look, I don't know who you are. I don't care what you've done. Please go away. Leave me alone with him.
I can't do that, Vicky.
But the police, I won't tell them where you are. You can run away. Please, leave me alone.
I need you more than he does. All he needs now is last rites. I need a hostage.
No! No, I can't leave him. I can't.
Lady, you were gonna leave him anyway.
What? Why would you say that? Why did you shoot him? What did he ever do to you?
He got in my way. And if you don't start moving, you are gonna be lying there next to him. Now get out of here. Go.
Where are we going?
What is with you, lady? I told you, down there to that car.
Oh, please, please, I'm begging you. Don't make me go,
Too late,
please.
lady. It's too late for him, and it's too late for you. Now, move it!
You didn't have to tie me quite so tightly.
Yeah, sure I did.
My wrists are hurting.
You're lucky that's all that's hurting, lady. Now shut up and let me start this car.
I still don't understand why you had to shoot Clint and leave him lying there.
Oh, ow. For the last time, lady, it was an accident. He jumped me, the gun went off. He asked for it, lady.
He jumped you. Then he was trying to save me, wasn't he? Well, that means he knew I was up here. And if he knows, then somebody else knows.
And that means somebody else is coming to look for us. But if I can get this car started, then...
Help me, somebody! Help me! Help me! Help!
Don't ever do that again. Do you hear me, lady? I do not want to hear one more word, one more sound out of you. Or you're dead meat.
To do it.
Yeah. All right, we're out of here. Oh,
Oh, darling, are you all right?
I'm fine, no. I'm
Oh, sweetheart, it was awful. I thought he killed you. I thought you were dead.
fine.
I love you so much. I don't care what happened. I just want us to begin it again. Please.
Let me get you out of here, get you untied, and we'll get up to the house and up to the camp. That's the bow, right?
Oh, no! No!
I like him coming.
No! Don't do it!
Man out here.
No! Don't kill him, please! I'll do anything!
Get about it, lady. He's going. John.
Stop it! Please, the gun! The gun! Please, the gun!
Vicky.
No, she's gone.
Vicky's gone.
Vicky, you all right? Oh,
Glad you're alive.
please, get him out of here. He's hurt. Get me out!
Can't hurt you, sweetheart. Nobody's ever gonna hurt you from now on.
I can't.
Everything's gonna be all right from now on, honey.
He's not dead, dude. He's unconscious. You better get a doctor up to the cabin also as soon as you can. I'll meet you here.
I guess I should really be holding you.
There'll be plenty of time for that later. I'm gonna need a lot of holding.
Mo, can't we get a doctor for Clint?
Ray's taking care of all that. You got through, didn't you?
Yeah, help's on the way. They say the easiest thing is to meet at the cabin. and they're going to have a police helicopter that's going to land in the clearing over there and take our buddy Stick out of here.
What do you think, Clint? Can you make it to the cabin?
Oh, yeah, that cabin sounds just fine to me, Bo.
Now, why don't you folks go on up there? I'm going to wait for the helicopter. I'll join you later.
Oh, please, let's get out of this awful place. I never want to see it again.
All right, honey, we're on our way.
Hey, Vicky, I know you've been through a lot, but if it's all right with you, I'd like to come up to the cabin after I'm through here and ask you a few questions, all right?
It's all my fault.
Oh, honey, that's not true.
Yes, it is. I should have, I don't know, tried to find some way to escape. And then you wouldn't have had to risk your life. When I think of what could have happened
Look at me. Honey, look at me. I'm all right.
Are you kidding? You're not all right. You were shot.
It can't compare to what you've been through, sweetheart. I'm just thankful that you came back to me safe and sound.
You just took Stick away. I talked to the troopers. They think it'd be a good idea if they drove you down to the hospital instead of waiting around here for a doc.
No hospital. I just want to go home. To our home.
Yeah, well, before we go anywhere, I got a few questions, if you're ready, Vicky.
All right. Does it have to be now? I don't feel up to answering questions.
All right, but if you could just tell me one thing, the rest could wait.
All right, one question. What?
We have reason to believe that Stickley wasn't acting alone. Now, who was his accomplice, Vicky?
How can I tell them that? The accomplice was me.
It's all right, sweetheart. Tell Rafe who was in on it.
I wish I could. I don't know.
You don't know? Well, I'm sorry, Vicky, but that doesn't make any sense. You must have seen Stick and his partner. You must have heard them talking at least, right?
Sorry, I answered you as best as I could, Rafe. I'm sorry if it's not the answer you wanted.
It's all right, sweetheart.
I mean, I was blindfolded. I was gagged. I didn't know who was.
You must have heard her seen something.
Damn it,
Rafe. She just told you she doesn't know.
You don't have to tell me more. It's okay.
Can't you see that she's too upset to think straight?
All right, but don't forget, we don't want the other guy to get away.
Yeah, well, she's aware of that. Come on, let's go get the car, all right? We'll come back and pick you all up.
Thanks, Bo. Vicky. Honey, now that they're gone, I think it's time you and I had a talk.
You must still be a little woozy.
Listen to me. I've never thought more clear in my life. Now, maybe it took a near tragedy to bring us back together again. But do you remember leaving something on the coffee table?
Yes, I left my ring. I left it as a clue.
And it worked. It led me to you, honey, in more ways than one. Do you remember the first time I slipped this on your finger?
Yes, of course I do. It was the happiest day of my life.
Well, let's make the day the happiest. It can be, honey. It can be a new beginning. I know it.
You do?
Mm-hmm. When I was lying on the ground, you probably thought that I was dead, but I heard you, sweetheart. I heard every word you said.
Oh, no. What did he hear? It had to be her. It had to be Vicky. What did she tell him?
You haven't forgotten.
Forgotten?
Because I'll never forget what you said. You said that I had to live. And you said that you didn't care what happened between us. And that all you wanted was a chance for us to start over again and build our lives.
I said all that.
And I know it can work, sweetheart. We've got our whole life in front of us, and I know that we can make the most of it.
Damn it, Vicky. Now what have you done to me?
Vicky's up in the bedroom, Bo. I told the staff she was not to be disturbed by the police or anyone else. She's been through enough for one day.
Sounds like she's doing pretty well, though.
Well, she's a gutsy lady.
You know what? We've always said that. I think that's something that might just run in your family. How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing all right. I'm lucky that bullet only grazed me.
I know a couple more inches, you might not even be sitting there.
Yeah. The thing is, what this has all done to Vicky.
Why? Wait, I thought you said she was back to her old self.
Well, you know, Bo, when she was talking to me when I was lying up there on the ground, I heard a a tone in her voice I haven't heard for months now. She said she wants to start all over.
Well, what are you so worried about? I mean, you have a couple of days of rest, and then you both be good as new.
Clint. Oh, thank God you're alive. Oh, are you all right?
Fine, Tina, I'm fine. In fact, I was real fine until you hugged me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, that's okay.
I'm sorry. Were you hurt?
Oh, you didn't know?
No, I just heard the police report on the radio, and they said that you'd found Vicky and that she was safe and that you'd shot the kidnappers. Well, what happened? Are you all right?
No, I'm fine. I'm fine.
You know what? I think I'm gonna split. I've got a little surprise planned for Dee Dee tonight.
Oh, yeah? Anything you want to talk about?
Not until afterwards.
Here, hand up. Thank you. Well, listen, you...
No, you know what? I could postpone everything and stick around here for just a while. No, you know what I mean?
Everything's under control.
Are you sure?
Yeah. You go on. I want to thank you for everything you did tonight. If it wasn't for you, I probably wouldn't be standing here right now.
Dad, what are you kidding me? What's a little brother for? Huh? I remember you pulling my tail out of a couple of jams, too.
I still owe you one.
No, you don't owe me anything. You don't owe anybody anything except maybe that lady upstairs. Good night, Tina.
Well, Karen said that Vicky was up in her room, so I think I'll go see if she needs anything.
Oh, wait a minute. About what happened the other night, Tina, there's something we got to settle. Should have brought this up right after it happened, Tina, but there's been so much going on these past couple days that...
After what happened?
You know what I'm talking about. You and me upstairs the other night.
Oh, we made love. Is it that difficult to say?
Of course it is.
Why? Clint, it was a natural, beautiful thing. It was a normal extension of our relationship. I know you've wanted me for some time, just as I've wanted you. People in love know these things.
Tina, don't say that.
Don't say what?
None of it is true, Tina. It's not true. We don't have a relationship. We don't have that kind of relationship, not as far as I'm concerned, anyway. Now, I hope for Vicky's sake that we can still be friends, but... I mean, I know she wants it that way.
She does?
Yes, she does. Just as she wants us to work out our differences and get our marriage back together.
She said that?
Yes.
I mean, she's willing to forgive you?
Yes. I mean, I know it's not going to be easy for her, but from what she said to me today...
Look, I just assumed that So when you were making love to me, you...
Tina, I honestly don't remember that. I was drunk.
So it was just a physical thing to you, that's all. It was just pure sex and nothing more.
Tina, I don't know what to say.
So I guess the things you said to me then, too, they were all lies, huh?
What did I say, Tina? Tell me. Really, tell me. I want to know.
When you told me that I was... how beautiful I was?
That wasn't a lie. Any man would tell you that, drunk or sober. It wouldn't be a lie.
And how you told me how you longed for the moment that we would be together, that you wanted me from the moment I came back to Landview, but that you pushed it out of your mind because of Vicky. And then after we made love, you said that no other woman had ever... It was all a lie, wasn't it? It was just one big lie, like with Mitch. Like with every other man I've ever known. It was just... You just used me. You used me. I was just an object to you. And then when you were through with me, you didn't need me anymore because of your precious little Vicky.
I can't believe I can't believe I ever said that.
And what hurts me the most is that I actually thought that you were different. I thought you really cared, that you cared deeply about me. Now it turns out I'm just... Tina, I'm sorry. Tina, I'm sorry. I was drunk.
Really, I was drunk, Tina. I know that's not an excuse, but Vicky's the only person that is important to me. She's the only woman that's important to me, Tina. I'm sorry if I hurt you. I'm gonna go upstairs and check on Vicky.
You still believe me, don't you? And all that guilt is eating at you. So we'll just have to feed that guilt, won't we? It's all right now. Everything's all right. He did mean it. I know he did. He wanted me just as much as I wanted him.
Well, thanks very much. I can show myself. Hello, Tina.
Hi, Ed. If you're looking for Clint and Vicky, they're upstairs.
Well, actually, I'd like to talk to you. We're still trying to get a line on the kidnappers. There has to be somebody else out there.
How'd you know that?
Certain indications. I'd like to maybe ask you a couple of questions about Mitch Lawrence.
Why? What's he got to do with this? He's in prison.
Have you seen him?
No, of course not.
Has he tried to contact you? Maybe send a message through somebody else? Anything like that?
No, absolutely not. What's all this about?
I'd like to know that too, Ed. Have you got a lead?
Well, let's say we've got a connection between Stick and Mitch Lawrence.
What kind of connection?
They were cellmates in Statesville.
That's all?
Ed, have you had a chance to question this Stickley?
No, he's still in a coma.
What? Ed, are you actually implying that I am involved in this whole thing?
I didn't say that, Tina, but...
No, but you implied it. You implied it in asking about if I was still in touch with Mitch Lawrence and everything. Clinton, excuse me, but I have nothing more to say here.
How's Vicky?
Good as can be expected. She's upstairs resting. Ed, what is the connection between Mitch Lawrence and this Stickley?
Well, I think Stickley is really just a small-timer. He's never handled anything this big before. He had to break parole to do it. Somebody had to line it out for him. Somebody had to work out the details.
Are you saying Mitch Lawrence was masterminding the kidnapping?
Well, it's a possibility. I'd like to talk to Vicky about it.
Well, fine. Maybe in the morning after she's had a good night's sleep.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Clint. I have to talk to Vicky now.
Well, I'm sorry, Ed, but you can't talk to her now. She's exhausted.
There could still be a threat out there, Clint. Now, I know she's exhausted, but I have to talk to her now.
Excuse me. Yeah, Buchanan. Yeah. It's for you, Ed. Sergeant Flannery.
Thank you. Yeah, Flannery, what's up? You're kidding. Right, bring him over here right away. Well, we just might have the break we need. Oh, and those guys, I told Flannery he should get it.
I'll get it.
Thanks.
Ed, I want to apologize. Look, I'll be happy to do anything I can to help. You just have to remember with everything that happened and everything that Mitch did to me,
You're ready to cooperate now?
Yes.
Good. I'll call you when we need you.
Yeah. Ed, Sergeant Flannery's waiting in the car.
I'm Captain Hall. You're Primo Mancini?
That's right.
Sergeant Flannery says you're the caretaker in that building that's going to have the new bar?
Elmo's too, right, Captain? I called headquarters as soon as I saw Mrs. Buchanan's picture in the paper.
You know my wife?
No. But I met her for the first time in the new Elmo's. She was with this guy, Stick, you know, the guy who did the kidnapping. I walked in, and there they are. They're using the place like it's a hideout.
Why didn't you call the police then?
Well, I didn't have any reason to. Mrs. Buchanan and this guy seem real friendly. The last thing I thought, she's a kidnap victim. In fact, she said she was a designer.
She said that, Mrs. Buchanan?
Yeah.
You're sure?
I'm positive.
Okay, Clint, that's it. Bring Vicky downstairs now.
Really sure that Mrs. Buchanan told you she was a decorator?
Yeah, I'm sure. She said her name was Brenda Bell. Who could forget a name like that?
And this, kidnapper, Stick, did he pretend to be a decorator, too?
Now, he didn't say too much, but that's what she told me. Hey, you don't believe me, go question the lady, huh?
No, I just want to get your story straight before the lady comes downstairs.
Okay. I walk in the New Elmos here in Landview to check things out, like I'm supposed to. The place should be deserted on account of it ain't open yet. But no. Here's this lady with this weird-looking guy, and they're telling me they're checking out the decorations. Now, what am I supposed to think?
Well, I just can't believe this. Look, she said she was tied up the whole time. She said she was in fear of her life.
Oh, she sure did show it. I'm telling you, that lady talked such a cool game, I was out of there in 5 minutes. It wasn't until I saw her picture in the paper that I knew she was the one who was kidnapped. Now, you figure it, huh?
I don't get it. Why would she try to cover up for who kidnapped her?
Tina, please. Now, I want you to think hard, Primo. Did Mrs. Buchanan ever make any kind of a gesture or something, some kind of clue or a hint? Or...
Not a thing, not a thing.
Well, she must have looked frightened, though, at least, right?
I'm telling you both. The lady was as cool as a cucumber.
Is it?
Honey, Ed has someone that he wants you to meet.
Guy. It was Stick, but you called him by some fancy French name. He said the nightclub wouldn't open for a couple of days on account of there was no liquor license, so I should make myself scarce. He even paid me for my time, Mrs. Buchanan. And you wish me a good vacation. Don't you remember that?
Of course I do. You have a very good memory.
Now, can you explain it?
It's very simple, actually. What Primo doesn't realize is that by playing along, I actually saved his life.
How?
Stick had told me that he was going to shoot Primo and me instantly if I didn't come up with some very believable excuse for getting rid of him, and so the only thing I could think of was the decorator story.
Well, you must have been very convincing.
I had no choice. Stick was a very desperate man. If I had so much as looked at Primo in the wrong way, we were both...
How can I even thank you? I mean, I had no idea, Mrs. Buchanan. How can I ever thank you?
All right.
I mean, if I knew something went wrong, I would have
No,
really...
it's all right. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, Primo. You can leave now. I want to thank you very much for coming forward with your information.
You're welcome, Captain.
Yeah.
If there's anything else I could do...
I know where to find you.
Okay.
Right, and make sure Sergeant Flannery gets you back to the
Right, Captain.
I'm sorry, darling. I guess I should have mentioned all this before, but with all that's been going on, I really forgot. I think I'm going to say goodnight to everyone.
We're really not quite finished yet, Vicky.
Ed, can't you see she's exhausted?
Vicky, did you ever see an accomplice?
No, there was no one at all, only Stick.
Then who picked up the ransom money while Stick was leading Clint and Bo on this wild goose chase?
I don't know.
Did Stick ever mention Mitch Lawrence?
Mitch Lawrence, is he out of jail?
No, he's not, but he could have masterminded this entire operation. It's obvious somebody other than Stick was involved.
Ed, hasn't this been enough for now?
There's nobody else to question, Clint. Vicky, how did you wind up at the cabin?
Well, Stick, he forced me to drive. He had a gun on me the whole time.
It's your cabin, Vicky. How did he even know about it?
I don't know. He knew everything about me. I guess he must have done research or something.
Research, Stick? He couldn't even tie his shoelaces.
And I'm so tired now.
Vicky, I know that, but we've got to get all the information we can tonight. You don't want the accomplice to escape.
No, of course, Clint.
Ed, look, isn't this enough for now? She's told you everything she can. She was tied up at the nightclub. She never saw an accomplice, and she was forced at gunpoint to drive to the cabin. Now, the important thing is that she's safe.
Yes, and we're glad of that, but there's still an awful lot we don't know, Clint.
All right, look, can I talk to you alone? In private? I'll be right back.
Sure.
Ed, you know what Vicky has been through these past few months? Now, I do not want her to have a relapse.
We don't get the accomplice. We won't know whether Mitch Lawrence is involved or not. If he is, then the whole thing can happen all over again.
She has told you everything she can for now. Give her a chance to rest, and you can talk to her again when she's calmed down. Please.
if Stick told Mitch that I went along with the kidnapping? Oh, no, he wouldn't have done that. Yeah, even if he did, Mitch could never say anything. He'd have to admit he was behind it all then. So I'm safe. Maybe. What if Stick lives?
Vicky.
What?
The kidnapping's over with. What else is there to be afraid of?
I'm really sorry I had to put you through this, Vicky, but, well, we can talk at another time. Please, try to get some rest. I do appreciate it, all right?
Good night, Ed.
Good night, Clint.
Oh, I'm exhausted. I think I'm going to go on upstairs.
Oh, sweetheart. I'd like to speak to you alone for a minute.
Good night.
I really cannot discuss this for one more
It
second, okay?
doesn't have anything to do with the kidnapping.
Okay.
Sweetheart. You know about Tina and I being in bed.
I don't really care to discuss that right now either, okay?
Honey, we can't avoid it.
What is there to say?
Our whole marriage depends on what we have to say to each other right now, and I'd like to explain.
What, that you made love to my sister?
I was drunk, Vicky. Honey, I was drunk. I had been drinking heavily on the flight all the way back here to Landview. I was drinking heavily all that night after you pulled the rug out from under me in New York.
And so naturally you just wound up in bed with Tina?
I had no idea she was even there.
Oh, Clint, please.
Honey, listen, all I know is that when I woke up, she was there, and I have no idea how she got there.
You want me to believe that?
I sure hope you do, because it's the truth. Vicky, through all those months of refusals and denials, and despite all the times that you turned away from me whenever I came near you, I was never once unfaithful to you. And so far as I know, that still holds true for that night with Tina.
Are you telling me that you don't know if you made love to her?
I'm just not just saying it. I am swearing to it. Look, I know this is not much for an excuse or an apology, but honey, after what you said up at the mountain camp, and
I don't know what I told you.
Vicky, you told me that no matter what had happened, you wanted us to be together.
Well, I thought you were dying.
What does that mean? Now that I'm alive, those words don't count? Sweetheart, I heard you say words of love and forgiveness. Now, I know you might have been talking out of fear and regret, but I know they were. I know you meant them.
Would you stop pressuring me?
Vicky.
Don't you know what I've been through? You're only making it worse.
Vicky, wait, Vicky, 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 Vicky.
Jeff, you've been awfully quiet.
I have? I'm sorry. Sorry.
You seem a little troubled to me.
Well, of course I'm troubled.
I'm going to be leaving you, and I have no idea when I'll be coming back to Malakeva.
So what else is new?
Honey, you know, I think I'm getting a little too old to be a world traveler.
You hear that, John? Claude thinks he's getting a little bit too old.
Le Capitaine has found the fountain of youth. You're talking about your Malakeva monsoons. Forget it. I'll just have another cup of coffee.
Oui, mon capitaine.
Maybe we should call the airport and, the flight might be delayed.
It's all right, I'll do it. You just sit here and relax and drink your coffee.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
Mrs. Stewart, I'm so sorry. An emergency came up. I could not wait till you return. Please don't sell your paintings to anyone else. I want them all. You can call me collecting the states at area code. Sincerely, Dorian Lord.
I don't know what you were reading, mon capitaine, but you didn't find it pleasant, it seems. No, I did not. It had something to do with my assistant. Have you ever known anybody when, no matter what the odds were, they do the wrong thing and get on your nerves and bring you close to a coronary daily?
Alors, why do you have someone like that working for you?
That is a long story, Jean-Claude.
On schedule, darling.
Oh, shoot. That means unless I hear that my ship is sunk or something, I'll be moving on.
Oh, Pamela, I wanted to ask you, did that American lady ever get to meet you?
What American lady?
Well, the one who was so interested in buying your paintings.
I don't know anything about a lady.
Oh, she went over to your house today. I know that.
Well, she wasn't there when we got back from Fulani. I mean, maybe Cappy told her we were off island. But Cappy was out shopping when we got back. Did she leave a name?
Oh, yes, Mrs. Dorian Lord. She lives in Landview, Pennsylvania. And from what she told me, she made this trip just to meet you and purchase all your works.
Amazing. Jeff, did you hear that?
I couldn't help it.
Oh, she still must be around. I can't imagine her leaving without seeing you. A very strong lady. She doesn't take no for an answer. Jamais.
Oh, well, I hope she calls or writes something. My gosh, this could be an incredible bonanza. I mean, think of it. Of course, I could always call information to get her number.
No! I mean absolutely no.
Jeff, what was that explosion all about?
Oh, I am sorry. I didn't mean to yell at you.
I've hardly ever heard you lose your temper like that.
I'm surprised at myself, I tell you, but all of a sudden, the woman I love is changing in front of my eyes.
Oh, Jeff, that's not true.
Fame and fortune doesn't mean anything to you. I'm going to lose you to all that glitter?
Oh, that's ridiculous.
There's nothing more seductive than that nonsense. It happens to a lot of people. I don't want it to happen to you.
Because an American lady is interested in my work?
Some old patron of the arts wants to steal you blind.
John Claude said she wants to buy my...
Buy them, yes. Then hang on to them. When you're dead, she'll suddenly be rich.
Oh, stop it. I am thrilled to death that somebody likes my work enough to want to buy it. I mean, do you realize what a compliment that is?
Then what? Then she's going to invite you to land, whatever the hell the name of that town is in Pennsylvania, introduce you to her friends, and she'll put you on some coast-to-coast television talk show.
Almost sounds like you know the woman.
I know the type.
All right, what's the difference between Mrs. Lord buying my work and that man that you met on the ship, the one that tells us to take my work to Europe?
I changed my mind about him. No more. Nobody's going to buy any of your paintings. I don't want him in all corners of the earth.
Why, because you think that's going to change me somehow?
Look, Pamela, I may be acting like a selfish husband right now, and maybe I should apologize for it. But I feel this. I mean, I hate other people having your paintings, and I didn't like it when that Mead gallery grabbed onto them. I don't like strangers peering in. I feel like it's an intrusion.
I know how much you adore and treasure our privacy here on this island.
That's right. And if you become famous, you're not going to be the same. You're not going to paint the same. And you could lose the purity of your talent.
The purity of my...
Hey, hold it. You told me that word. You say that can happen. That happens to artists.
But, Jeff, I never took my work seriously. And suddenly, for the first time, people are thinking of me as a serious artist. Serious enough to invest in. How am I just supposed to brush that aside?
I may not have the logic to convince you. But, honey, you're just going to have to trust me. I feel it. I smell it. We're going to lose our paradise if strangers start buying your work.
Well, I mean, if it's that important to you...
It is.
All right. All right, I won't call Dorian Lord, and I won't sell my paintings to anybody else. Not until you come back, and at least we have a time to talk this thing through. But right now I've got to take you to the airport.
Pamela, you think I'm being, this is a bit selfish on my part?
Oh, Jeff, I just don't understand why you're so passionate about this subject. But I love you, darling, and I do trust you. So fine.
I love you, Pam. And I tell you, if we hurry, we can neck in the car. Come on. Come on.
Bonjour, monsieur. What can I get for you?
Well, to start with, I think I'll have me a little breakfast.
Another croissant, monsieur?
No, thank you very much. I'm sitting here thinking that I can't believe I'm sitting here thinking, you know what I mean? This place must have won an award for the most beautiful spot on the earth.
No, it hasn't, but we all know it deserves it.
It's totally awesome.
Obviously, your first time over. How long are you staying?
I'm staying here forever.
Oh, everyone says that when they first arrive.
Well, I really mean it. Now that I'm here, I'm going to stay here forever.
Do you know anyone on the island?
You, I feel like I know you. You're my best friend so far. The people here, the natives, are they pretty friendly, huh?
Oh, bien sûr, most of them. Where are you from?
New York City.
Oh.
Wall Street.
La la la. You must be a stockbroker or something like that.
That's right. Up until about a week ago, when I handed in my resignation and I sort of bailed out of the whole situation. I said, forward my mail to the South Pacific and don't be too upset if I don't answer your phone calls.
You just said au revoir to your Manhattan life.
That's right. Au revoir. Adios. Ciao. Even aloha. I was always an overachiever ever since I was 13. And suddenly it just all caught up with me. I lost a sense of myself. So I said, who needs more money, more status? Who cares about living in a civilization like that miserable town has to offer?
You sound so convincing. But you know, you might change your mind in a few weeks or in a few months.
Impossible, my friend. In 30 years, you know what I want to die from? Acute sunburn and an overdose of fresh fruit.
Jean-Claude.
And I am Clayton Morgan.
Bienvenue.
My pleasure. Well, I suppose my first priority is to find a place to live. So, can you direct me to the nearest local travel agent or real estate officer?
There is no such animal on this island. It's too small.
Oh, how does anyone find a house? Well, like I told you, I'm really seriously considering making a permanent home here for myself.
I haven't heard of anything lately, but I know whom you should talk to, Clayton. We have a lady on the island who paints. She's the school teacher, too, and she knows everyone in Maracaibo.
Sounds like a good contact. Pretty, about 25.
And, happily married and not 25.
Well, there are such creatures here, I hope.
We have the most beautiful young women you'll ever meet, with the strictest fathers you'll ever come across.
Well, listen, I think celibacy is a beautiful way to get a hold of yourself, don't you think?
I'll give you directions to Pamela Stewart's cottage. But there is no rush, you know. She's taking her husband to the airport.
Well, I sure hope this Pamela can help me out.
If anyone can.
Thank you. Listen, if I'm not back in an hour, will you send out the National Guard? I've got visions of wandering off into this jungle and never coming out.
It's a rainforest, Clayton, not a jungle. Besides, as I told you, she's not home yet.
Well, then maybe I'll have another croissant.
On the house.
Merci, Jean-Claude. Merci. You know, I'm going to love it here. The vibes are perfect for me.
It is outrageous. Do you understand? It's inexcusable.
It's Maracaibo, madame.
I raced for that poor excuse of an airport that you all have. I had my ticket right in my hand, and they closed the gate right in my face.
That's horrible, madame. But you know, when the plane takes off, they close the gate.
But I have to be on their plane. Don't you understand? I heard on the shortwave radio this morning that somebody very near and dear to me in Landview has been kidnapped.
Oh, madame, the world out there is so violent. You're better off here in Maracaibo.
Oh, I don't have much of a choice, do I?
I'm stranded here. There isn't another plane for 24 hours.
Well, then, why not accept the fate as well as our island hospitality? An extra day in Malakeva is a gift from the gods.
I am sick of Malakeva and its gifts. Do you understand? I want no more surprises. Thank you.
Entrez. La porte est toujours ouverte, mes petites.
Mrs. Stewart.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were one of the school children. How can I help you?
Well, I hope you can help me. My name is Mr. Morgan, Clayton Morgan.
An American?
Yes, that's right.
And what brings you to my cottage door, Mr. Morgan?
Well, the bartender down at Malakeva told me...
Oh, yes, Jean-Claude.
Yes, he said I should come and see you. Apparently you know just about everybody on the island.
Yeah, almost. Are you looking for someone?
As a matter of fact, I came here to get away from it all. But I do need a place to stay.
Jean-Claude, he said, ask Pamela Stuart. She paints everyone on the island. She knows who has a place to stay.
Yeah, something like that. But I hope it's not an imposition.
No, it's not. I do paint everyone, and I do know the place you can rent.
Well, then you will help me out.
You know, it may be your lucky day, Mr. Morgan. More ways than one. So it's going to take more than one of your Malakeva monsoons to lift my spirits.
Au contraire, madame. After one taste, your spirits will fly.
Please, don't say the word fly to me, all right? Well, I'm going to have to endure another day on this island, this godforsaken place. I tell you, I am going to need to have some of my creature comforts.
But all our creatures are quite comfortable. The wild birds have the trees, the dolphins have the sea, even the lizards have the lagoon.
I am not a lizard. I am not a dolphin. And I am not a wild bird. I'm an American. I want to have an air-conditioned room, a comfortable bed, a bath. I want a telephone. Why are you laughing? What is so funny?
You, madame. For 24 hours, you can't forget your telephones and your air conditioning. People come to Malakeva to forget about those things.
I am not like most people. You understand, without me, a great American company falls apart. Without me, a once happy family is ripped apart by tragedy.
No doubt. But you know, for one day, they will all survive without you, n'est-ce pas?
It is clear you have no sense of real responsibility or obligation.
Mais oui! I know all about them. That's why I left them behind and came to live in Malakeva. The world survives without me, and I am sure it will manage without you.
Well, I guess if I am stuck here, I might as well make the best of a bad situation.
That's the spirit of the island. Kick off your shoes. Have another monsoon.
No. This one will do nicely. In fact, I'm going to take it up to that sweat box that you call a room, and I'm going to try to freshen up. Then, I'm going to try and see Mrs. Stewart again. Oh, something might as well come about from this ill-fated trip.
Bonne chance, madame.
Yeah, bonne chance.
Gilbert, mon ami? Hey, listen. I have her. No. Forget the others. I have the perfect woman for tonight. Oui.
Haven't even invited you in, hardly, Malakavan hospitality. Please, Mr. Morgan, won't you come in?
Oh, thank you. Oh, no, you're working here, huh? No, I can't. I don't want to interrupt your creative flow.
You seem to know a great deal about it. I mean, the creative flow. Are you an artist?
Yeah, well, maybe in another life, but in this world, I'm just a stockbroker. Well, my ex-world. Wall Street seems like a million miles away from here.
Yeah, well, we have a saying on the island. Every man has two homes, his own and Malakeva.
Well, that certainly could be true for me because I feel really at home here. This place is so beautiful. And the people, they're warm, loving, friendly.
Well, some of our principal exports are sunshine and coconuts and peace of mind, with an emphasis on the latter.
What about art?
Oh, you mean my paintings? Well, no, they're hardly an export. They stay right here.
It's really a shame. I mean, I don't know a lot about it, but I know when I can see something special.
Well, I'm glad you like it. You know, I would have helped you find a place to stay without the compliment, but it doesn't hurt.
You know, you really talk pretty casually about your work. If my poetry was half as good as this...
Poetry? Uh-huh. So your life isn't all just stocks and bonds.
Well, let's just say that I'm going to do a lot of writing while I'm here, but it's just a hobby.
Yes. Well, that's how my painting started out, but Malakeva has a way of changing your outlook. Well, you know, you don't want to talk philosophy right now. What you're interested in is a roof, 4 walls, and a floor.
Yes. But really, anything at all will do, Mrs. Stewart.
Anything.
Mm-hmm.
How about a charming cottage a stone's throw from Cockleshell Cove?
Ooh, that sounds wonderful. Do you know who the owner is?
Yes, intimately. I mean, it's mine, Mr. Morgan. I mean, I'll use it sometimes as a guest house, but I'd be glad to rent it to you. Would you like to see it?
Oh, yeah, that'd be great.
All right. Well, it's just a short walk off the back. I did get a key, but, you know, we don't have keys on Malakeva.
I'm loving this place more and more and more. Is this what you meant when you said today is my lucky day?
Well, it's not just that the cottage is available. You also came at a very special time of year. You see, it's the annual Rite of Fire.
Rite of Fire?
Mm-hmm. It's a primitive, ancient island custom. Now, some people find it a little primitive, and others find it enchanting.
Well, I already find it enchanting. When does it start?
Tonight, Mr. Morgan. Tonight's the night.
Now, you mean they come right up on the beach?
They will eat right out of your hand.
I can't believe it.
Oh, forget that. Excuse me. Oh, darn it. I hate it when it does that.
You expecting a call?
Oh, well, not really, but sometimes he likes to surprise me.
He? Who's he?
My husband.
Oh. Well, the bartender mentioned something about him. He's in the Navy.
Eesh, don't ever, ever let him hear you say that. He is a merchant seaman, and he's very proud of it. Anyway, if he was calling, then he'll call back. He always does.
I don't blame him.
Well, Mr. Morgan, what is your verdict about the cottage?
First of all, it's Clayton, and second of all, I think it's absolutely perfect.
Yeah, I told you it was. It's right near the beach and away from the rest of the world.
Yeah, especially Wall Street. If you could do me a favor and sort of keep my presence around here a little bit of a secret between you and me. I don't want anybody from the office following me down here.
Your secret is safe with me. And as long as they're going to be sharing the beach and the coconuts, maybe you better start calling me Pamela.
All right. Pamela.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I'll get out to my Jeep and move into my brand new home, huh?
By all means. And right after that, we better worry about a disguise for you.
Disguise?
Yeah, for tonight. Everyone has to wear a costume. It's an island law.
Oh. Listen, I'm a newcomer here. This annual rite business, it seems a little strange to me. Can I take a rain check?
I'm afraid not. You see, attendance is required in costume. Our one policeman has so little to do that he loves to enforce the few laws that we have.
Policeman, huh?
Oh, come on, Clayton. You're going to have a wonderful time. There really isn't anything like our island Rite of Fire.
Okay, all right. Now, you call it a rite. I mean, it sounds to me like there's some sacrifice involved.
No. I'm not going to tell you everything. I mean, it's spoiled the surprise. Just going to have to wait and see for yourself tonight. Told you he'd call back. Excuse me. Hello?
Mrs. Stewart.
Yes?
Mrs. Pamela Stewart?
Yes, who's this?
Oh, I am so glad that I finally caught you in. Did you get my note? No.
Yes, I left it by your radio. I don't remember seeing any note.
Oh, well, I guess it doesn't matter. My name is Dorian Lord. I am from Longview, Pennsylvania. That's in the U.S. of A. And I have come all the way here to find you and your paintings.
Yes, I know.
Well, I'm sorry. How do you know? I thought you just said you didn't see my note. Well, I don't know anything about a note, but my friend Jean-Claude down at the Malakeva Ways told me all about you. Well, then, you know what a terrific fan of yours I am. Please, Mrs. Stewart, I would love nothing better than to come and see you and your art in their natural setting. Oh. Well, please, I'm begging you. You cannot turn away somebody who has come all this way. I'm free now. Could I come over? Would that be agreeable? Sorry to disappoint you, especially since you've traveled so far, but really there's no point in your coming over here. Oh, but there is. Don't you see, I saw your show in New York City. And what I'm trying to say is that I don't have any paintings to show at the moment. How is that possible? I was told how prolific you are, and I am willing to buy anything and everything you've ever painted. Well, I really do appreciate that, but I simply have nothing to sell. Not even a sketch, a watercolor, or charcoal? Look, I'm sorry. I just can't help you. My work is represented by the Mead Gallery in New York. Now, maybe they can help you. But I'm here now, and it just seems like such a shame. Yes, it does. But there's nothing more I can do for you. Thank you very much for calling. Goodbye. But
I'm sorry. I couldn't help overhearing.
Afraid I was rude. I really didn't mean to be. It's just I'm not very good. I'm new at, I don't know, this art business.
You know, I think you're new at something else, too. Telling little white lies.
What I told that woman, Mr. Morgan, was the truth.
Please, it's Clayton, okay? Now, you mean to tell me all these pictures have already been sold?
Oh, let's just say they've been spoken for.
You mean that you've got a exclusive arrangement?
Something like that. I mean, I do have paintings in New York for sale, but the rest of them, well, they're going to have to stay right here. It's a promise I made.
Well, that's a pretty expensive promise. The person on the phone there sounded as though they were ready to make you a rich woman.
Well, I'm already a very rich woman in things that matter.
I don't think that you're just saying that. I think you really mean it.
Oh, do you find that so hard to believe?
Pamela, in the world that I come from, people will do anything for a buck.
No, who just leave the fame and the fortune to the others. I'm quite happy with paradise.
I envy you. I really do. Maybe someday, if I stay here long enough, I'll be able to settle for paradise, too.
There's all the more reason why you have to go to the celebration tonight. I mean, you are going to see Malakeva in all its splendor. If you're lucky, you might even run into your fellow Americans. And you said she was so friendly. The friendly island of Malakeva, all the guidebooks say.
Mais c'est vrai, madame.
C'est faux, monsieur. Complètement faux. She was so rude. Anytime she wants, she can come to the States and get a job as a maître d'.
But you know, those artistes so temperamental.
I don't care if she paints herself blue and hangs from the ceiling while she paints. All I want to do is buy a few lousy paintings.
Madame, you must accept little disappointment.
Little disappointment? I have wasted an entire trip to the South Pacific.
But, madame, you have come to Malakeva at the most opportune moment.
Oh, please. The sooner I leave this island, the better.
Tonight, madame, you will see it in a different light. A magical light.
Magic? I'm not interested in magic. Why, what's happening tonight?
The light of fire. The only night when anything can happen. And usually does.
The rite of fire. What is that? Some phony luau you put on to boost the tourist trade?
No, madame. It's, how you call it, the real thing, the real McCoy.
Ah.
Once you put on your costume and dance to the music, you will love Malakeva as we do.
I doubt that very much. First of all, I didn't pack a costume in my overnight bag. Second of all, I flunked native dancing in Figaro.
All you need, madame, for tonight is a sense of adventure. Malakeva provides the rest.
Even a costume?
Yes, we have some for our guests at the inn. We have a perfect costume for you.
I am a perfect size 6.
It's made for you, madame. Once you slip it on, you will have a night you'll never forget till the end of your life.
have to give you the rest of the costume.
All right. Is all this really necessary?
Absolutely. Oh, I have to get that.
Listen, I'll come back later, huh?
No. The costume is in the schoolroom behind the door. You just go help yourself.
Custom is a custom.
Hello?
Give you 3 guesses.
Jeb.
How are you, darling?
Oh, just fine, other than missing you. How are you?
Oh, things got kind of busy in Baltimore, but I had this urge to hear your voice and check on things.
Oh, things.
Oh, I mean you, of course. Are you keeping yourself occupied, painting up a storm?
Oh, I'm trying my very best, even with all the interruptions.
Oh?
Oh, that American lady called me.
Oh, yeah. What was her name? Mrs. Lord?
Yeah, that's right. And she is some persistent lady. She wanted to come over here and see all the paintings in person.
Uh-huh. No, I told you, Pamela.
No, don't worry, darling. I gave my word, and I kept it. I informed the lady the paintings were not for sale.
She didn't even bother to come by them?
No. I'm afraid I was rather rude. But it's like you said, my work has always been something we've shared, and I really don't need to share it with anybody else.
I appreciate that, darling, more than you know. Still, I can't help feeling a little guilty.
Whatever for?
Well, for keeping all of myself. You've got all this talent, and here I'm making you keep it under wraps.
You are not making me do anything, Jeb Stewart. I want you to be happy, and that's enough. I'm content.
I tell you something, you are a pearl without a price, you know that?
Oh, Jeb, what a beautiful thing to say.
I mean it, darling. A man, I tell you, he could sail the 7 seas and never find a treasure like you.
You're not so bad yourself, Captain. Are you going to think about me just a little bit? Just a little bit while you're gone?
Every damn minute, you just keep a light burning, honey.
You bet I will. I love you, too. Bye.
Let me guess. That was your husband, right?
Yes, he always remembers, no matter how far away he is.
Great. Well, I hope he doesn't mind me wearing his uniform.
Not at all. On this island, it's share and share alike.
You know, Pamela, I like this island more and more and more.
Ah, we have so many endearing customs here, and tonight they are all going to be on display. Come on.
Is there anything else I should know besides the mask and the uniform?
No, just the only other rule is to have a good time.
Okay. Ciao.
Oh, and the gong.
The gong.
Yes, when it sounds, everybody stops dancing and they take off his or her mask.
Oh, well, that sounds simple enough.
It's right before the witch doctor comes to choose a sacrificial virgin.
You, want to run that by me one more time?
Don't worry, Clay. The virgin in question is a woman. Of course, she doesn't exactly have to be a virgin. But you'll find all that out when the time comes.
When the time comes for what?
The sacrifice, of course. I mean, the woman who's chosen is borne aloft by the strongest men in Malacave. I mean, it's really very impressive.
Yeah, I can't wait. What happens after that?
And then, at the appointed hour, she is delivered to the gaping mouth of the volcano.
Madame Lord, is that you?
I think it is. I decided to try on this costume that you gave me. How do I look?
Oh, Madame, it is you.
That's what I thought. I mean, when I looked at myself in the mirror, I don't know, almost as if this costume were made for me, but of course that's ridiculous, isn't it?
Not at all, Madame. Your feelings are wiser than your thoughts. Don't fight them back. Accept them. They will serve you well tonight.
Tonight. You know, I really wasn't looking forward to tonight, but now I don't know.
Oh, the magic of Malacava. It has begun to work its spell on you.
I suppose in a way it has, but, well, I'd better get out of this costume now.
By all means, Madame. You are going to look perfect tonight. That's the woman I told you about. Our sacrificial virgin.
Hello. That's me.
Hi.
Wow, don't you look like a million coconuts?
You look pretty good yourself.
Just listen to that.
Fascinating, isn't it?
I know, I find it a little frightening.
Come on.
Now, come on. Now, you don't mean to tell me that these natives actually practice human sacrifice, do you?
You'll see. Come on, now, let me take a really good look at you. See how you look.
All right. Pass inspection, Admiral?
Truth is, you look absolutely dashing.
Well?
You aren't, related by any chance to Morgan, Sir Henry Morgan, are you?
No, not that I know of. Why?
He was a sea captain, pirate or buccaneer, really.
Well, if I were a pirate, this is a perfect place to hide out.
Well, considering we don't have a very large police force and no standing army.
Yeah, no filthy tourists to spoil the atmosphere.
You are falling under the spell.
Listen, I've already fallen under it. This festival, you got to tell me more about it. Where does it take place?
It takes place all over the island, but the abduction takes place at the Malacava Waves.
Well, come on, what are we waiting for? The first one's on me. Let's go.
Wait. I forgot one thing, thank you, sir. Everyone on the island has to wear one of these until the festivities are over, remember?
Yeah.
On
How
with
could
it.
how could I forget? Let's see. How's that, huh?
Fits perfect. Take your arm.
Shall we?
Should be grateful. You're a feast for the eye, madame.
Thank you. And I love the mask. It's absolutely priceless.
A unique mask for a unique lady. Is it not so, Jean-Claude?
Certainly,
I have to tell you, fellas, Jean-Claude, Gilbert, you absolutely made this trip for me. What? A few hours ago looked like it was going to be an unmitigated disaster. Turned into an adventure.
And the best part, madame, for you the adventure has just begun. And this first...
I say, Madame Maud, that you were made for this rock.
And vice versa.
Of course.
Thank you. May I say that it is a pleasure to be in the company of such a gallant gentleman.
I can only hope your husband will not join you very soon.
No, I have no husband. I'm divorced.
Oh, foolish man to let you slip away.
Oh, the rhythm of the drum. It's so sensual. One could almost think that this was a movie. So, of course, here the savage has been tamed.
Except for one night a year. 2 nights.
You just made a little shiver go right up my spine. Ooh, look at me. I've got goosebumps. So tell me, what primitive passions are going to be aroused tonight?
Madame Maud, for the answer to that, you will have to wait until the unmasking. But if you think you have, how you say...
goosebumps.
Goosebumps now, wait.
Wait for what?
Excusez-moi, s'il vous plaît.
Oh, bien sûr.
Jean-Claude, she will be perfect for the sacrifice.
Didn't I tell you?
I thought it would amuse you, Mr. Morgan.
Amuse me? I'm like totally blown away here.
Well, just make sure you don't get dissolved completely.
Oh, my God.
I know.
What me in the underworld?
ward off the evil spirits and assuage the wrath of the evil volcano gods.
What if the gods aren't assuaged?
Well, so far it has been, I'm happy to say. Anyway, the ritual is scrupulously observed, yes, right down to the last act, to be sure.
Right on.
Excuse me, someone I want to say hello to.
Jump on, quick. Who is that man?
Where?
That one.
All
In
right.
the uniform.
I'm afraid, madame, I don't know.
You mean that's not the captain?
Oh, no, he is at sea. No, that must be the new American on the island.
Well, why don't you introduce me to him?
I'm afraid, madame, it's impossible.
Why?
Because I'm not permitted to reveal his name before the unmasking. It is against the rule of the island.
Oh, for heaven's sake. So then I guess I'll have to find out who he is for myself. And believe me, I will.
I guess you and I are the only strangers on this island.
I guess we are.
I'd introduce myself, but I understand it's forbidden until after the main event.
Oh, when is that going to be, do you know?
No, it's not for a while yet. Give us a little time to dance to this wild rhythm, huh?
Very well. Sir, what brings you to Malacaba?
Actually, I'm a vicious, hell-bound criminal escaping from every civilized country in the known world.
No, really.
Actually, it's very simple. I'm just dropping out of the whole thing. The rat race, the squirrel cage, you name it, I'm out of it.
Life was that bad for you back in the States?
Yeah, in my little corner of Wall Street it was. You know, the financial world is a veritable jungle. Savages at every desk waiting to hack you apart with an axe. It's terrible.
So you traded one jungle for another?
That's right, but this one is different. It's a beautiful, beautiful waiting for us. Wonderful natives.
So I don't know. Sometimes I begin to wonder.
I'm sorry. Is this craziness upsetting you? Would you like to tread on the
No,
sands
not
of the beach
upsetting.
some more?
No, I would like to stay here. It's all really very fascinating. But we could sit this out.
All right.
I'm actually looking for somebody. Thank you. I'm an art dealer. And I want to buy some paintings from local artists for my gallery in Philadelphia.
Would this artist have the name of Pamela Stewart?
Yes. Oh, my, do you know her?
Well, I sort of do. I just rented her cabin today.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, who is she?
Well, she was right over... Oh, no, wait a minute. No, I'm not supposed to reveal any names and... We're guests here, and I think that we should play along by their rules.
All right. Well, but you can tell me about it, can't you?
What do you want to know?
Anything and everything. I love that. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Isn't that lovely? The women dance together. It's so culturally interesting.
Listen, I hate to disappoint you, but I really think you're wasting your time.
Oh, I don't. I think there's a real market for those paintings.
Well, I agree with you, but I don't think her art is for sale any longer.
Oh, it has to be. I mean, it just was. I saw her work in a gallery in New York City.
Yeah, well, I think that experience turned them off to the whole commercial art scene.
Then?
Her and her husband. I talked to her, and she told me her work is not for sale.
What for a price?
Yes, I agree, but she's different from you and me. She's lived on this island so long that the material world doesn't mean anything to her.
Everybody has got a price. If it isn't money, it's power, prestige, the admiration of one's peers, you name
that's been my experience, but well, I think these people here, they dance to a different drummer, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Well, we'll see about that, because tomorrow morning I am going to see Pamela Stewart, and I will just bet you anything. I'm going to be able to pay. Excuse me for interrupting. Oh, you're not interrupting. I've been very eager to meet some of the local people.
Oh, no, I've got this dancer, though. Excuse me.
No, not like that. Like this. Why do I get the feeling that you are using me, Mr. Morgan, to get away from that woman?
Well, I was trying to get you away. She's been asking a lot of questions about you.
Why? Who is she?
Well, I don't know her name, but I think she's the art dealer who's been trying to track you down.
Oh, dear.
Well, don't worry. I didn't tell her anything about you.
Good.
In fact, I did my best to make her think she was barking up the wrong tree, that you really weren't interested in selling your paintings.
That happens to be true.
Yeah, I know, but since she knows that I know you, I'm afraid that she's going to come and look for you.
Well, don't worry about it. I'm not going to be here. I mean, that's what I came to tell you. My father's gotten ill, and I'm afraid I'm going to have to cut the evening short.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. What?
No, it's all right. I want you to stay here, though, please, and just enjoy yourself.
Are you sure there's nothing I can do for you?
Absolutely sure. Please, thank you very much. Thank you for the dance. And just have a very nice evening, will you? Excuse me.
Aloha, babe.
What do you mean? The last call before the last drink?
No, madame. Before the unmasking.
Oh, yes. Oh, I can hardly wait.
There is someone you wish to identify?
Let's say there is someone that I have a feeling about deja vu.
In another life, perhaps.
No, perhaps in this one. Oh, hello.
Hello.
I wonder if I may have the honor of buying you a drink. I believe it is my turn.
With pleasure, madam.
Wonderful. Jean-Claude, please, another 2 of your special. So, who was your lady friend, the one you were so eager to dance with?
Oh, just a little island woman.
Oh, you make friends very easily, don't you?
I was blessed with quite a gift, I think.
Oh, said he modestly.
Well, I made friends with you pretty quickly, didn't I?
Not really.
What do you mean?
I mean that I am not at all what I seem. The underneath is sarong.
There's another sarong.
The opponent saith not.
Are you a lawyer?
No, but I was married to one. I can drop legal terminology from here to Tahiti and back.
Well, I'm very impressed with you.
Pretty. Don't be. It's really just a thin veneer.
And underneath?
Another thin veneer. Oh, I really wish I could take credit for that one. So now I've opened the door to my past. Why don't you do the same?
No, not until the masks come off.
Oh, darn it. Why wait until then?
Well, haven't you heard about the local custom here? I'm doing you a favor. When the gong sounds and the masks come off, you have to spend the rest of the night with your partner. All right. I don't see you running through the hills, partner.
I never run from a challenge. Thank you. There you go. Your health, sir.
And yours, madam.
Well, you first.
No. You first.
Oh, all right. I have nothing to Well, that's a first.
Beg pardon, madame?
I mean, I took off my mask and that gentleman from the States went running off. Is there something wrong with me?
Oh, madame, I have told you before. You are beautiful. And that sarong, it is you.
Why is everybody treating me as if I had the plague? Pamela Stewart won't even see me. She won't respond to my messages. And that American gentleman goes
running off to the hills when he sees my face.
Oh, madam, I am so sorry. If there's anything I could do for you...
Don't leave. That's what you can do for me. Stay here, please. I suddenly feel very isolated.
No, madam, there is nothing I would like to do more than stay with you, but I am afraid one of us is otherwise engaged.
What on earth?
This island witch doctor, madam.
I know, you told me that. What is he rolling around?
Ashes from the volcano. Stand up, madam. Move away from the bar.
Why? Who let you that?
Rejoice, madam. You have been chosen.
Chosen what?
As the sacrificial virgin.
The sacrificial what?
To assuage the anger of the god who lives in the volcano.
Wait a minute. You mean they are actually...
No. That's legend. Actually, you will be whisked away to another island, and you'll be celebrated as a queen.
Whisked away? No, you don't understand. I have to see Mrs. Stewart, then I have to get back home.
By the man.
The man? What are you talking about? No. This isn't funny. Wait a minute, people. There's been a mistake here. I mean, I'm another person.
Woody, what's the word?
Your plane's safe and sound at Lambview Airport.
I don't give a damn about the plane.
Well, you told me to fly back right away, didn't you? I mean, my first and last mission for Dorian Lord is now complete, thank God.
Well, I care about my daughter-in-law. Sit down, let's talk. All I know is what I heard in the radio. I don't believe half of it anyway.
Well, okay. I stopped at Landfair when I got back, and Bo called me from the mountain cabin.
They think the kidnappers got Vicky in the cabin?
Well, Bo didn't have much time to talk. He said that's where it led them.
Damn, you don't mean Bo. They're not there alone.
No. Rafe is with them, and the state police.
This kidnapper, I mean, is he alone? Is he armed?
Well, Bo didn't have much time to talk. He couldn't really fill me in.
What about Vicky? Have they spotted her?
Asa, I've told you all I know.
I'll find her for myself.
Wait, where are you going?
I'm going to the cabin. What am I saying?
What's wrong?
They got enough problems up there without me interfering.
Oh, I doubt you'd be doing that.
Well, I tell you something. I brought those boys up to take care of themselves and each other. There comes a time in your life when you have to trust them to handle things without you.
Takes a big man to say that.
I'm going to tell you something's not easy. I don't like sitting by a phone. It goes against my grain and then some. But Vicky is the most important thing. And Bo and Clint work well together. They'll bring her back, you see. Hold on, Woody. Now tell me about Dorian.
Well, there isn't much to tell.
Well, you can start by telling me where she is. I tried her house, nobody home. I tried my office.
Well, you didn't know? She's still in Malakeva.
She what?
Yeah, she stayed overnight. Said she'd take the first plane out this morning.
I tell you something. If I live to be 100, I'm going. I hope I never meet another woman with that much gold.
She's got a lot of that, all right.
Now, I gave you direct order. It was clear, wasn't it?
Perfectly clear.
Well, why didn't you bring that high-strung filly back with you?
Hey, wait a minute. Those were your orders. It's up to you to enforce them. I mean, what makes you think I can get Dorian to obey when you can't?
Did you even try?
Not particularly. I mean, she was bound and determined to stay there until she tracked down this artist she was interested in.
I know that.
Yeah, she wouldn't think of leaving until she got in touch with this P. Stewart character.
Well, that's exactly why.
She was going to buy up all these paintings, and all you cared about was the plane anyway, so...
Hey, who said that's all I cared about? Did I say that?
Well, no, but you told me to fly it back immediately.
Your orders were to fly back that damn filly with you. The plane was a means to the end.
Well, I didn't know that. I'm sorry, and neither did Dorian. Since she works for you, don't take it out on me.
That's another thing. People who work for me never do what I tell them. Always want an explanation.
Your orders said...
My orders said for you to come back that minute. With a good mind to send you back to Malakeva and pick her up.
Is that so? Well, in that case, Mr. Buchanan, I quit.
Well, I'll tell you something. In that case, pal, I never hired you.
That's even better. Now, if you want Dorian back, you go fly to the islands and get her yourself.
Won't you give me orders, and don't walk away from me first. Till I walk away from you.
Excuse me, I saw you across the crowded room, and I wanted to meet you.
Get over here, you fool, and let me throw my arms around you.
Don't mind if you do. Oh, hey, you're good at that. You had a good lessons.
How about kissing lessons?
Even better. Wait a minute. We're starting to attract a crowd.
And so you care?
Not really.
So you're going to be embarrassed?
Embarrassed? No, but surprised, yes.
Why?
Well, I didn't know what kind of reception I'd get.
Oh, why? Because I haven't seen you for several days? Because I haven't known where you were, what you were up to? Do you think a mature person like me would be upset by something like that?
Well, there's a good explanation.
Oh, yes, I'm sure. I thought maybe this was your way of saying goodbye, that you would just leave Landview and leave me with no sort of a farewell or anything.
Would I do anything like that?
Oh, of course you would. And then I started to worry. I thought maybe you were off playing hero again, or maybe you turned yourself into a one-man hunt for Clayman Rowe.
Come on, would I do something like that?
No, I said to myself, Michael James Woodward wouldn't do anything like that. Oh, you left here without a trace. Nobody knew where you were. I couldn't even ask anybody where you were because they were all out looking for Vicky. Now, why should I be upset by something like that?
Gee, glad you took it so well. But I had to leave quickly. There was no way I could call you.
You do not owe me any explanations. You don't owe me anything.
What?
Explain.
Okay. Now, you remember that job that Dorian offered me?
Yes.
Well, I took it. Okay?
Uh-huh.
And my first job as Ace's pilot was to fly to a tiny island in the South Pacific with Dorian.
Oh, sounds perfectly thrilling.
It wasn't. 5 minutes after I got there, I had to fly back. Do you believe it? And as for Clay Monroe, I have no idea where to start. The guy must have fallen off the face of the earth.
Now, wouldn't that be a treat?
Yeah. Well, I know another treat. How about showing me some of the art of hugging and kissing, you know? Some of their technique.
No. I was just in shock, seeing you all in one piece.
What? You mean you were worried about me?
Oh, darling, I worry about stray dogs and cats.
Oh, thanks a lot. Hey, Mimi, look at me. Look at me. Now, if you were upset about me, I think that means only one thing.
You are such a creep. Now, you are a louse.
That's two things. Now, wait, you're probably going to try to deny this, but I think you care about me.
I never said I didn't.
Wait, then you mean there's a chance for us?
I'm not the one who went off to Timbuktu.
Malakava.
Malakava.
Come on. When I'm back from Malakava, I just want to know one thing. Are we doomed to be friends? Or can we start being lovers? What's the matter? Did I say something wrong?
No.
Did I say something right?
You just took me by surprise, that's all.
Now, wait a minute. Did I hear you correctly the last time? Didn't you say something about wanting a real relationship, something lasting?
Yes.
So? You changed your mind?
No, I didn't change my mind.
Well, then what's the problem?
Because you said something, too. You said the very thought of making a commitment gave you a rash.
I never said that. I said it makes me nervous and it makes me bite my fingernails, but a rash?
Come on, Woody, you know what I'm talking about. Look, I want you. I care about you, but I want you, not some guy who's just going through the motions because he thinks it's what's expected of him.
I'd never do that, Mimi.
Yes, you would, if your heart wasn't in it.
You want my heart? You got it. You can have all of me if you're interested.
You know I am.
Well, then what's the big deal?
The big deal is that we have been talking about two different kinds of love, at least up until now. Did I tell you how much I was worried about you when you were gone?
You did?
Well, I wasn't just worried, I was terrified.
You were?
Doesn't that tell you that I want more from you than just a friendship?
Well, yeah. But so do I. I mean, if you give me a chance, I'll try and...
But I don't want you to try too hard. You see, that's one of the things I love most about you is the way that you love life, how everything comes naturally to you. I don't want that to change.
Who says it has to change?
It would if you try too hard. I don't want that to happen.
Well, what do you want?
I want us to continue to enjoy each other's company without worrying about what we may be missing.
This is Mimi King talking? And what happened to you when I was gone? Did you get hit by lightning?
I don't know. I don't really care. But I know I want to give it a try. What about you?
Sorry to have kept you hung up all day. It's been rather hectic. Everything's breaking loose with Vicky and so forth.
Is she okay?
Yes, everyone's fine. Well, Clint got hit by a bullet, but he's all right. It's just a flesh wound. The guy he shot, however, is in a coma.
Clint shot him?
Mm-hmm. What I understand, none too soon either. The guy was about to strangle him, right?
Is he going to live?
I don't know. The fellow's in a prison hospital. Apparently he was out on parole at the time. Yeah. Listen, will you just move on and get down to business at hand, Dee Dee? Why don't you have a seat? Pete, bring this chair over. Oh, thank you.
Larry,
want you to be completely honest with me about this transplant operation.
Fine, fine. I'll tell you whatever I can.
Well, I want you to tell me that you can guarantee it's going to work.
Well, believe me, I wish I could do that. All the symptoms, all the signs are positive. However, there's always a chance that your system could reject the transplant.
How much of a chance?
Well, that's very hard to project.
Can you try?
The stubborn lady here. Yep. All right. Let me put it this way, Dee Dee. You really have nothing to lose. If, on the other hand, you were partially sighted, I would say think long and hard about it.
But telling light from dark isn't exactly seeing, is it?
Right.
You know, I think you ought to know she's got the whole rest of her life planned out ahead of her. She's done that ever since she got your phone call.
Ah, does this involve a young gentleman of our mutual acquaintance?
Now, how did you guess?
Huh? Does he know?
Well, no, I wanted to talk to you first, Larry, and if you could tell me that there's a good chance that I'll see again.
All right, well, let me lay it all out for you. The operation itself is not life-threatening. It's a 2 or 3 hour procedure, after which we'd bandage your eyes. We would make applications of drops every hour for the first few days. Now, there would be some pain and discomfort, but it wouldn't be too bad.
How long before I see again? If everything worked all right.
You'd be able to count fingers after the first few days.
So soon?
Mm-hmm. And then after that, you'd be reading an eye chart from 20 feet, and by then you're ready to go home.
You're kidding me that quick?
Of course, you'd have to see an ophthalmologist on a regular basis. He would check to see if the graft had taken.
And how long before we know if it's been rejected?
Well, I'd say if it hasn't been rejected in 3 months, chances are very good.
In a year from now, I could be living a normal life, married to Bo, maybe thinking about having some babies.
Yeah, sounds good to me. I tell you what, I think you ought to talk to someone who's gone through the experience. Now, Marie Farantelli's a nurse here, and her mother had the operation. Would you like to speak with Marie?
Yes, I would.
Fine, why don't we go downstairs to the lab? That's where Marie is. I'll introduce you.
Hey, Wally. How's it going? How many times have I told you not to call me that? The name is Mr. Bradwell.
I just dropped by to drop off the extra set of keys for the apartment.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate your assistance. I just want to assure you that I will be out of the apartment in a very short time. Meantime, I have to stay here with this absolutely mundane work for some time yet, I'm afraid.
I'm sure it's very tame for what you're used to.
Well, nurses are giving me orders who would normally be reporting to me. That's what aggravates me. But all I have to do is just stay out of the way, particularly Larry Wallach's.
Well, if he hasn't recognized you so far, I'm sure he's not going to. So, hi, Marie.
Rob, all finished with these, Mr. Bradwell?
Naturally.
Good. Because they've been waiting for the results upstairs.
You had only to ask.
Oh, come on now, Marie, lighten up. After it all, it is his first day on the job. Right, Wally? See ya.
Obviously, you don't know laboratory procedure.
Laboratory procedure varies from hospital to hospital. Mrs. Frantinelli, thank you so much.
Any good technician will be able to adapt immediately. I'll take these
You're
upstairs,
here,
and we can go
Marie?
to the others.
Marie, I don't believe you know Dee Dee O'Neill and her Uncle Pete.
No, but I have followed your case, Dee Dee.
And Dee Dee, this is Marie Farantelli.
Marie, hi. Nice to meet you. How are you?
Fine, thanks. And I'd like you both to meet our new lab assistant, Mr. Bradwell. How do you like that?
That's all right. I'll meet him some other time. Marie, Dee Dee is thinking about having a corneal transplant. I wanted her to talk to you about your mother's experiences.
It's been like a miracle, Dee Dee. Her vision is completely returned. Really? Mm-hmm. How long has it been since her surgery?
Let's see, a year ago July.
Of course, each case is different and individual, but I think maybe Mrs. Farantelli's experiences might help you solve some of your worries.
Who's worried? Well, actually, everything's going to be fine. You know why? Because I'm going to do it for us. I'm doing it for Bo, and I'm doing it for me.
Thanks. Yeah.
This is very nice.
Yeah, thanks. Thank you.
How much time? Well, no.
Where do you want it?
They're right there. That's good. Behind that chair. If you ought to sit right out there.
How soon before we see?
It could be any minute now. Listen, that's perfect. Yeah, right behind
All right,
the
and as
chair.
soon as lady walks in, we'll start...
No, you know what? I'd like for you to just wait for a signal from me. I got some things to set up, but then again, when I give you the cue, y'all know what to do.
You got it.
Well,
Yeah,
no problem. Wow, that's coffee, huh? Strong. Listen, this might be them. Yeah, it is. Okay. Everybody's ready? Y'all know what to do. Okay, so be real quiet. You gotta be real quiet. Wait for my cue.
Is anybody home, do you know? Joy, are you here?
No, I guess not.
Oh, you know what? I think it's her night at the library. She'll probably be along in a little while.
Yeah, well, you sure you're going to be all right here alone?
Yes, now stop worrying about me. Don't be silly.
Yeah, well, you know, I could call this client and beg off, but, you know, he flew in here especially, and he's got to take out, you know, the late flight to Chicago.
I'm going to be fine, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Did you leave the coffee plugged in?
No, maybe Joy, did you want me to check it?
No, I'll check it. You just go on. You get out of here, okay? I'll be fine.
You have fun.
Okay.
Bye.
Bo, I smell your aftershave. Are you in here?
Never could fool you, could I? Light a rose, huh?
Light a rose? What is light a rose?
Light a rose. Did I say that?
Yes, you said that.
Gee, I don't know what I'm thinking about here.
What? Oh, Bo Buchanan, what are you up to?
I'm up to no good. What do you?
Yeah, what kind of no good?
Just sit down there and relax, and I'll go pull the plug on the coffee. Okay?
Mm.
Now here is my love song, not fancy or fine. Light a rose, oh, won't you be mine? Be mine. Light a rose, I'm home again, Rose, to get the sun back in the sky. Light a rose, I'm home again, Rose, about 1,000 kisses shy. Ding dong ding, I can hear the chapel bell chime. Ding dong ding, at the least suggestion, I'll pop the question. Light a rose, I'm home again, Rose, without a sweetheart to my name. Light a rose, now everyone knows that I am hoping you're the same. So here is my love song, not fancy or fine. Dee Rose, oh, won't you be mine? Be mine. Dee Rose, oh, won't you be mine? Dee Rose, oh, Dee Rose, oh, Dee Rose.
That was wonderful. That was wonderful. I don't know where he found you or who you are or anything, but I sure want to shake everybody's hand.
Well,
You were
it's
so
our pleasure.
wonderful.
You know
Thank
it.
you.
You know what? There are lots of sandwiches, everything there in the kitchen.
It's our pleasure. Good luck, Bo.
Thank you.
Strawberry cake.
Oh, well, now I understand the light a rose.
Yeah, well, we were going to use Deirdre Cecilia, but didn't rhyme.
Wouldn't rhyme.
You know what I mean?
Wouldn't rhyme, right.
Here, come on. Come back.
Was that a proposal?
A proposal. Deed, if you say no this time, tomorrow night I got the Landview Philharmonic is going to come in here. After that, I penciled in the U.S. Marine Corps Marching Band. If you want people traipsing through your living room day after day for the next month.
No. You don't have to do that. Now, that was from the Music Man, right?
Right.
And in the Music Man, how did Light a Rose reply?
I don't even know if there was a Lyda Rose.
There's a Dee Dee O'Neill. And she says...
I'm not so sure I heard that answer. Do you want to,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. 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 Now what are you doing? Optimistic about it. Isn't that wonderful?
That's fantastic, darling.
There's just a problem with the availability of a donor. There's a waiting list, so it could be weeks or months. Nobody really knows. So, Bo, you don't mind putting off the wedding until springtime, do you?
Why?
Well, because I want to see my wedding. That's why.
That's no problem. I'm going to have the whole thing videotaped, maybe 4 or 5 different cameras. You can see it from every angle, you know, after your operation.
But that's not the same.
It's even better that way. You know how many people would say that they'd rather watch a ball game on television than to actually go to the game?
We're not talking about a ball game.
All right, I want to ask you something. I want you to tell me the absolute truth.
Don't I always?
When I was trying to get you to marry me before...
And I said that I have never stopped loving you, and I never would, and I didn't want to be a burden to you.
Okay, now
Yes?
that's the bottom line, isn't it? See, now you want to wait to see how this operation turns out.
No, now that's not true. Now, in the first place, it's going to work.
I know that it's going to work. I know that. But what if it doesn't? I don't even want to think about something like that, but let's just get this straight right now. Will you still marry me?
I refuse to even discuss the possibility.
You're weaseling.
I am not.
Okay, then I must have heard you wrong just a second ago, because I could have sworn that you said yes.
I did.
Yeah, yes. No ifs, ands, or buts. Now you want to put this off until the spring?
For good reason. And I have...
I want you to listen to me, Dee. Listen. I don't care what you do. I don't care what conditions you make. I'm going to stay on you until I wear you down, little by little. All right? Because we are going to get married. I guarantee you that I'm not going to give up. I don't care if I have to put you on my shoulder and carry you down the aisle.
You're a hard man, both of you.
Yeah, you better believe I am.
Guess I better get used to it if I'm going to marry you.
No, when you marry me.
When?
When? I'll guarantee you, indeed, you're going to do it.
No. Oh. What am I doing? Oh, I gotta get out of here. Oh, come on, honey. Get a move on. Oh, before the doc comes home and finds out who's invaded his home sweet home. Let's see. I have to put everything back the way Josh left it. Oh, the alarm clock goes in the bedroom. Wait a minute. You're such a stickler for punctuality, Dr. Hall. I'd like to hear your excuse when you come to work an hour late tomorrow.
Oh, Mrs. Romano's gone. Yeah, looks like a false alarm. Everything checked out normal. I sent her up to obstetrics for further testing, maybe a sonogram.
Okay, so that's just about a wrap for you, isn't it?
Yeah. 10 more minutes, man, you are looking at ancient history.
All right.
Unless you have something else for me to do.
No, we're pretty well covered. Thanks anyway.
Good deal.
Seem very up tonight.
Hey, it's complete absence of you-know-who.
Lisa Barron.
Ah, thanks to you, sir, she's out of my life.
Well, I just rearranged the schedule, put you guys on opposite ends. Oil and water don't mix.
Oh, look, I get along fine with Lisa, as long as I don't see her. I guess
all right.
it pays to have a pal who is the chief of staff. I guess you're getting off in a few minutes, too, huh?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I just want to catch up on a few things. Why?
Listen, how'd you like to come with me to my new digs? I want to show them to you. They're just a couple of blocks away.
Oh, well, thanks, Josh. I tell you, I wanted to get an early start tomorrow, so I've got a pretty heavy patient load. Maybe some other time, all right?
What, on top of your administrative work?
No. All right, look, it's not official until tomorrow, but I can tell you. I'm resigning as chief of staff.
I can't believe you're doing this. I mean, the hospital really needs you.
Oh, come on, Josh. They'll find someone just as competent, believe me.
Yeah, well, tell me who. I'd like to know.
Well, you see, it's not official yet, so I really am not at liberty to say.
Larry,
Yeah.
are you being forced out?
Hey, come on, what do you think? I'm out there robbing banks or something?
No, but you know how hospitals are. I mean, hospital politics, a little muscle in the back room. You can tell me.
Would you quit? It's what I want. Why can't anyone believe that?
Man, you're on the top. You're going to give this all up just for...
Josh, I have treated patients now and then here, and the administrative duties make me feel as if I'm nothing more than a pencil pusher. Now, that's not why I signed up for medical school.
Okay, you miss being a doctor.
That's it, pure and simple.
Man, you really must miss it. I mean, to give up the prestige, a luxurious office, the benefits. Oh, man.
Well, that's not why I signed up to be a doctor. It means more to me than that.
Okay, I know you. It means more to me, too. It's just that I'm going to miss you, and everybody's going to miss you.
No, hey, what are you talking? I'll be around here more than ever. As a matter of fact, you can do me a favor.
Just name it.
All right, you know most of the patients up on the second floor. I would like you to introduce me and sort of break the ice. Most of them know me as the head of the hospital, and I don't want them intimidated when I come around to treat them.
Sure. No problem. We can go right now if you want.
No, you're at the end of your shift. We'll do it some other time. Tomorrow, maybe.
All right, I'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning, sir.
At ease. Go. Relieved.
Well, if it isn't Dr. Cool. I thought we had this plan so we didn't have to run into each other.
Yeah, my bad luck, not yours.
Well, would you kindly move aside so I can report for duty?
And on time for a change. Well, must be some mistake.
Plan to be on time from now on, Doctor. Since you rooked me out of my first apartment, I found another one that's just as close to the hospital. You might say it's identical in every way.
Oh, yeah? Where?
Why, are you going to take me out on a date?
Oh, fat chance.
Good thing. I don't get on with the white wine and quiche crowd.
Oh, no, but I can imagine what you're into. Let's see, you hang out with Bobby Blue. I guess you don't get to see much of Bobby lately, since he's just one step ahead of the law.
Hey, come on, follow me.
Where are we headed?
This way. So be careful you don't to the chair. Oh, I'm sorry,
I want to
Asa.
ask you something, honey. Did you ever hear of an invention called electricity?
I'm sorry. You'll catch on in a minute.
I already caught on. You didn't pay your Philadelphia electric.
Well, stand here in the middle of the room. Just stand here because I want you to get the entire effect. Now, just be patient. Stand there. Ready? Ta-da! This is it. This is my studio. Designs by Delilah.
Fantastic.
Do you love it? Oh, and it's all mine. And I open for business next week.
It is incredible, honey. There's no more I can say.
Well, you don't have to say anything because I'm excited enough for the both of us. And Asa, I owe it all to you.
Gee, what did I do?
Oh, Asa. Oh, thank you.
What's the matter?
You're kind of warm. Are you all right? I mean, you're sweating.
No, I'm just coming down a little cold, that's all. Look, don't make a fuss about it. Now tell me what I had to do with all this.
Everything. If it wasn't for you, I'd probably be sitting around somewhere trying to figure out what to do with my life.
All I did was send you packing to Europe. Any fool could have done that.
I'm trying to be grateful, and you won't even let me. Asa, you didn't just send me to Europe. You made me realize that the world wasn't coming after me, and that if I wanted anything at all in my life, I had to go out and find it. Well, I found it.
Yes, you found it. You found yourself. You did it, nobody else. You did all the work. You deserve all the credit. Don't give it to anybody else that comes down the pike.
You won't even let me say thank you.
You're welcome. It'll make you happy, honey.
Mm-hmm.
How'd you get all this together?
Well, I hired some design students from the art school downstairs. Asa, what is it? What's the...
There's a draft or something here.
Asa...
No. Tell me something right now. You're going to have a lot of wealthy, fashionable ladies coming in this place. I mean, do you really have enough dresses to sell?
Oh, you see? All these designs right here, each one of them represents a finished product. I've been working day and night for weeks, months on all these things.
Is that the way it's going to be from now on?
Well, why not? I mean, there's nothing else in my life.
Well, supposing you meet somebody.
Well, I haven't. This business, my design business, this studio, is what's making me the happiest right now. I don't need anyone in my life. But I want you to promise me that you'll be at my opening.
There is no way you can stop me from coming.
And I'd like to have Vicki and Clint come too, but I don't know, how is she doing?
Well, I called Clint a while ago, and he kind of told me not to come over till tomorrow. She's exhausted, but she's handling things all right.
Well, I can always postpone it. I mean, I almost postponed it once because of you.
Me? Why?
Well, I tried to get a hold of you in Houston a dozen times at least, but no one would put me through.
That staff of mine is overly protected. I want to ask you something. I mean, you need somebody to sling a hammer around here?
No, I think I'm okay. You know, there is something that... Listen, you're really sick. Listen, sit down. Would you
No.
please?
I just picked up some bug in Houston.
Well, I think we should get you to the doctor right
I tell you,
now.
I know. If I'm not better in the morning, I'll check in with the doctor, I promise.
Okay, well, let's get you home now. Come on. Come on, let's go home.
Good morning, Pamela.
Ah, good morning.
I just stopped by to return the uniform and tell you what a wonderful time I had last night.
Oh, so you had fun. Come on in.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
And also to see how your father was progressing.
Oh, well, he's better, thank you
Good.
very much. Listen, I'm sorry I had to leave you last night. I must tell you that the Rite of Fire is still the most raucous holiday that we have on the island. Can I get you something?
No, I'm fine. Just had papaya.
Oh, sounds delicious. Well, come on in, sit down.
All right. Thank you.
So, tell me,
Oh,
how did everything go with the American art dealer?
you mean Dorian Lord? Well, I hate to say this, but I think she's a very confused, troubled woman. And the reason I came here was to avoid people like that.
Oh. We don't have very many visitors on the island.
Well, it was rather a cathartic experience, and I think maybe I should move on.
You mean you're not going to keep the cottage?
It's beautiful. It's wonderful. The island is like a picture postcard, but I don't know if Malacavia is the spiritual retreat that I had wanted.
Oh, come on now, please. Don't judge every day by last night.
No, I won't. It's just, it was very unsettling meeting that woman here last night.
I imagine your life must have been very difficult in the States, Clayton.
What makes you say that?
Well, I don't want to know your business, but from time to time people do come here to escape from whatever. And they usually wind up finding you can run, but you can't hide.
Well, I want you to understand I'm not hiding from
I didn't mean to say that you were. It's just that when you find inner peace, then you're going to be able to live anywhere, aren't you?
Thank you for that. Thank you. Your husband is a very lucky man.
Thank you.
Bonjour, Pamela. Beautiful morning, n'est-ce pas?
Oh, hello, Jean. Oh, my supplies, Jean-Claude. Bless you.
They have just arrived.
Oh, good, because I was almost out of everything. Oh, you remember Clayton Morgan, don't you?
Buenos dias.
Bonjour, monsieur. Well, maybe it's not so bon after all.
Why, you little, wild, crazy Frenchman, you had too many Malacava monsoons last night, didn't you?
Too much everything. But mon Dieu, You both missed the excitement. Never did we have a sacrificial virgin like this Dorian Lord. Dorian Lord. A firecracker, hotter than the volcano. Oh, la la. I've never seen a woman fighting and screaming so much. Such a beautiful woman. She didn't like our feast. She didn't like our drinks, our gifts, our customs, and most of all, she didn't like being carried up to the mouth of the volcano.
So I take it she didn't like it, huh?
Oh, she vowed never to set foot on Maracaibo again.
Oh, Jean-Claude, that poor woman, you shouldn't have picked on her like that.
It was all in fun, n'est-ce pas? Anyway, after a while, she took some of our potent lava brew, and in 1 hour, she was mellow and enjoying herself. Anyway, she said never to return again. Oh, my dear. I should be in bed.
Pamela, the more I listen to Jean-Claude, and the better I get to know you. Maybe I was a little hasty in my decision. I think I'll hang on here a little longer.
Well, I promise you it'll grow on you. You can keep the cottage as long as you like.
Thank you.
Jean-Claude, you just hold on, will you? And I'll get your money and a little aspirin for you.
Hold on, she says. At the moment, I can stand no other way.
Jean-Claude, you seem to be a very sensitive man. You know everything that goes on here, everybody. Once I get settled in, I'm going to meet 2 trustworthy men to assist me in several projects that I have in development.
The island is filled with strong and trustworthy men.
Yeah, well, these fellas, they'll be well paid if they know how to be quiet and they don't mind bending the rules a little.
It is very easy to bend the rules on Maracaibo, monsieur, because there aren't any. I will see what I can do.
Good.
$9:30. Oh, God, that can't be right. It is right. Oh, man, I'm an hour late for work.
I don't think I'm ever going to get used to this lousy schedule. Oh, but at least I don't have to put up with Dr. Cool Josh Hall. And the price on this apartment is right.
Hey, Lisa, you in there? In Doc Hall's apartment.
I can just imagine what kind of favor you want.
Hey, so I'm sorry this took so long.
I'm just glad you could squeeze me in. I figured you'd be tied up in administration.
Oh, I still have time to see you.
You know, I'm glad you're back in full practice, Larry.
Well, thank you, Asa. Not many people understand that. All right, I've got the test results. Blood test here.
Yeah, some kind of bug, right? I've been meaning to take them flu shots.
Let me ask you something. Have you been out of the country the last few weeks?
No, just back and forth to Houston a lot.
Well, I don't understand this. I mean, this is the sort of thing you find normally in the tropics. Asa, you have malaria.
You've got to be kidding me.
I'm afraid not, Asa. I've been over these test results myself.
Where the hell would I get a disease like malaria?
Well, it's a cinch you didn't get it on the mainland.
Give it to me straight. Can you cure it?
Yeah, relax. We'll give you chloroquine, which will take care of the symptoms. And then after that, we'll give you other medications to prevent reoccurrence.
Good, and that's it?
Yeah, well, listen, you're lucky. This is a type of malaria that's very easily controlled, but I'm glad you came in. Larry, I am so sorry.
Excuse me, Josh, we have a conference going on here.
Sorry. Asa Buchanan, this is Dr. Joshua Hall.
Oh, Ed Hall's kid. I heard you on staff here.
Josh is in charge of our emergency department.
You're the Asa Buchanan? The only one I know of, son.
about you. This is a great honor, sir. How do those oil fires work out?
Josh, if you don't mind, Mr. Buchanan is not feeling too well right now.
Yeah. Larry, about being late, I am so...
That's all right. Don't worry about it. We'll do the tour some other time.
I didn't mean to let you down.
Josh, it's all right. Forget it.
I'll check the call board.
Thank you.
Mr. Buchanan, it was a pleasure. I'll talk to you again.
Right. I just wish I had that boy's energy.
Yes, he is enthusiastic. He's a good doctor, too. Hey, sir, I've called for medication to be sent up. While we're waiting, why don't we try and figure out how you got this thing?
Well, can't you just treat me and let it go at that?
No, I'm afraid not. Legally, I have to publish a full report.
You what?
Hey, sir, I've got to know everything about what you've done for the last month. Everyone you've seen, any contact you've made, almost every step you've taken.
I don't have any time for that damn nonsense.
Hey, sir, I have no choice. This case could be one for the books.
I'm a doc. I'm no guinea pig. Give me the medicine and forget it.
Come on, now, take it easy. Everything will be all right.
Oh, I didn't mean to jump down your throat, Doc. It's got to be the sickness. But you can just keep it between us.
Hey, so look, it's really important we find out about it. The fact that you have malaria means that the Anopheles mosquito could be somewhere in the Houston area. There could be hundreds of people infected with this and not know it. There could be an epidemic.
All right, Larry, I didn't get malaria from Houston. I had to take an unscheduled flight to the South Pacific not too long ago.
Oh, for crying out loud, why didn't you tell me?
Look, it's top secret oil dealing involving the Pacific waters. Nobody knows about it. I got to be swearing your honor. It concerns national security.
Wow. All right, you take the medication, follow instructions. No one needs to know but you, me, and the Disease Control Center.
I appreciate it, Doc.
Delilah, I feel if we place these chairs in groupings, we'll have a fabulous, uncluttered look.
Yeah, I like that. I think that's good, Mark. Yes, thank you.
Tracy, what are you doing? We have to have a place to hang the dresses, Delilah.
No, but not right there. You see, it's ruining the entire effect that we're trying to get here.
Mark LaPlante to the rescue.
Thank you.
All right.
Perfect, really. Perfect.
Sorry, Delilah, I didn't see you all the stuff.
Well, there was no harm done. Okay, really.
I'll bring in the rest of the dresses.
Fine. Fine.
Like this, isn't it pretty?
Hey, lady.
Laurel!
Whoa, this is incredible. You like it? Oh,
Yeah,
come on in.
to see it. Look around. Some of the sneak preview.
Oh, only if you love everything.
I think it's terrific. I tell you, I haven't seen this much activity since we redid the hotel ballroom.
Oh, well, I don't know what I'd do without them. They're all design students from the art school downstairs.
Uh-huh. Can I give you a hand with anything?
Well, I think I have too many hands with these.
Okay.
But they're really helping a lot. Oh, see what I mean?
Oh.
Tracy,
Maybe I should come back.
Don't worry.
No, really, please stay, because I think I need a break.
Okay. Well, actually, I was hoping that I could buy some of your originals before they get all snapped up.
Oh, I hope I'm that lucky. You know, I do have some things over here, though, that
Oh,
you
great.
might really like a lot.
Oh, they look...
Yeah, look at some of this stuff. I think they'd be perfect on you.
Oh, they're gorgeous. How will I ever decide?
Well, no, you don't have to, because I have more in the back that I could show you.
Oh,
too.
no.
We're going to go out and go to the corner deli and get some breakfast. Can I get you anything?
Oh, nothing for me. Laurel, would you like that?
Oh, no, I want to make sure I fit into your dresses.
Make sure you put it all in my tab, okay?
Oh, I will. Thanks.
Okay,
fellas, let's go.
Come on, let me go and show you the other stuff in the back
terrific.
row.
Great, I can't wait.
Oh, I think you'll really like this stuff.
Tracy.
What?
Tracy. Are you coming?
Oh, no, I'll stay and finish unwrapping the chairs.
Come on, finish it later.
No, it's okay. You go ahead. Bring me an OJ.
Oh, right, an OJ and a chocolate donut, right?
on the rack, Tracy.
I was just seeing how they look.
Well, they're very delicate.
I didn't mean any harm. It's just that your clothes, they are so beautiful.
Thank you. I'm sorry that I yelled at you.
Is it all right?
Sure, it's okay. I mean, here I am yelling at you, and you've helped me so much. Please forgive me, okay?
I noticed your light fixture was hanging a little low.
Yeah, I noticed that, too.
If you'd like, I could hang it higher for you.
No, we'll let a workman do that.
I bet I could fix it in a minute.
You're really making me feel guilty now.
Well, it's all right. Everybody has to let off a little steam sometimes, right?
Right. Hey. Oh, did you see anything that you like?
Yeah, just about everything. But there's one thing in particular I'd like to surprise Larry with. Is it okay if I try it on?
Oh, sure. I'll
Great.
help you out.
Okay, you lead the way.
Come on. Tracy, why don't you wait for the others to come back so they can help you with that?
It's okay. I can do it myself.
Okay.
So, what do you think?
Oh, Laurel, it's beautiful. Really looks
You really
great.
think so?
I designed it just for you. I think Larry will love it.
Oh, I hope so. I tell you, with all his crazy hours, though, I don't know where I'll get to wear it.
You're not happy that he's gone back to his old practice?
Oh, not really, but there's not much I can do about it. It makes him happy, so I've got to go along with it, you know.
Tracy, please be careful.
I'm fine.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to get out of this. Made your first sale.
Oh,
but
great.
can I afford it?
Don't ask. You can't. Oh, great. Tracy! Tracy!
Oh, honey.
Are you all right?
I don't know. Something doesn't feel right.
Okay, don't move. Stay right there. I'm going to call an ambulance.
That ladder for you. I'm sure I don't need an ambulance.
Don't move.
There's a sharp pain in my chest whenever I try to breathe.
What about?
Delilah, sorry.
Oh, no, honey, it wasn't your fault. It was mine, if anything.
Yes, this is an emergency. We need an ambulance right away. A young woman has fallen off of a ladder, and we are at 724 Foster Avenue, the second floor studio.
No, I don't have any medical coverage, but I'll figure out some way to pay for this.
Well, who's your nearest relative we can contact?
I have an aunt, but I don't want her to know about this.
I'm sorry, Miss James, but it's important that we have this.
Nurse, can't we take care of this later?
Dr. Hall.
Later, all right?
this
Come on, Rob, let's go on the way to X-ray. Josh, what is it? Patient's in a lot of pain. I haven't had a chance to examine her yet. What are you two doing here? Hi, Jane. Where, are you with her? Well, who is she?
Yeah, her name is Tracy James. She's an art student at the design school below my studio.
Yeah, she was adjusting a light fixture up on a big high ladder, and she lost her balance and she fell.
She's having a lot of trouble breathing, and she's in a lot of pain. Larry, what do you think it could be?
Well, we don't know yet until we examine her.
God, I feel so guilty.
Well, wait a minute, Delilah. Why? What have you got to do with this?
Well, see, I should have held the ladder for her. She was climbing up. I yelled at her right before that because she was modeling a dress, and
Stop it. I keep telling you, that's not what made her fall. She lost her balance. It's as simple as that.
Well, I think she was a little shaky because I had yelled at her, and then she climbed up the ladder.
Delilah, don't do this to yourself. Accidents happen all the time.
I know, but it makes it even worse because she'd volunteered to come and help me with the opening of my studio.
Well, don't worry. We'll take good care of her.
Listen, I know she doesn't have any money. I'm sure she doesn't. So bill any of the costs to me.
Don't worry.
It's the least I can do.
Thank you very much, and we'll take care of that. How about you? You're all right?
Fine.
You're not
fine.
hurt. How's it
No
going?
problem.
Well, I just feel a little shaky, but thanks, Laurel, for being with me.
All right.
I really
All right.
appreciate it.
You'll be fine.
Keep an eye on her. I'll
Okay.
see you in a few minutes.
Thank you, Larry.
I wish they'd give me a painkiller.
Oh, they will, honey, as soon as they know what's wrong with you.
Oh, you must think I'm a real klutz, huh?
Oh, no, it could have happened to anybody. Why I didn't hold that ladder for you, I'll never know.
Because you were angry with me. I'm really sorry about the dress.
Oh, please, forget it. Tracy, I shouldn't have yelled at you. I'm sorry.
It's just that it was so beautiful. I couldn't...
Please stop it. Now, don't worry about it anymore, okay? Listen, maybe I should call your family. Is there someone that I can call for you?
No, there's no one.
You don't have any relatives or anything?
None that would care.
All right, Tracy.
Have you seen the X-ray?
Yes, I have. You fractured a rib and a punctured a lung.
Oh, wow, no wonder it's hurt.
Oh, well, what can you do about it?
Well, we're going to have to operate.
Operate?
It's all right. It's a simple procedure. We insert a thoracotomy tube out here. We draw out the fluid from the lung, then reinflate the lung, pull out the tube, and the wound will heal itself.
I can't afford that.
Oh, no, honey, I'll take care of everything. Don't worry. Don't argue. Listen, we'll talk about it later. The most important thing is for you to get better.
That's right.
How long am I going to be here?
Well, it shouldn't be much longer than a week. Barring complications, and I don't foresee any. Excuse me 1 second.
Hello, Wallach here. Dr. Wallach, this is Mr. Bradwell in the lab. I'm so glad I caught you. There's been a terrible error.
Yes, what is it?
The blood type of Tracy James. I hope you haven't given her a transfusion yet.
No.
Ah, thank heavens. You see, I'm afraid Nurse Farintelli inaccurately typed it as A positive, when in truth it is A negative.
Are you sure?
Oh, yes, yes. You see, I routinely double-check these things, purely habit, you see, and I'm afraid it's definitely A negative, Doctor.
That certainly doesn't sound like Nurse Farintelli.
Yes, yes. You see, she seems to be rather overworked, perhaps overwrought, or exhaustion, maybe something like that, you know.
I assume she's not there.
No, but she should be returning from lunch shortly.
All right, I would like you to tell her I'd like to talk to her when she gets back, please.
Yes, most certainly, Dr. Pollard. Thank you.
All right, Tracy, a nurse will be up shortly to prep you, and then I'll see you in the OR a little later.
Are you going to be operating?
No, the Dr. Spinelli will. He's excellent. I'll see you later.
Thanks, Larry.
He's real nice.
Yeah, he's a nice son. I'm very fond of him, too.
He's special.
Anything happened during lunch?
Pardon me, I'm looking for room 204, please.
Oh, it's right over there, but the patient isn't back from recovery yet.
Thank you.
Are you a relative?
Maturity. He and Bo are very much alike, but Bo is a lot more mature, and I don't see that in Woody. I don't know, maybe it's me. Maybe I haven't been looking deep enough. I don't know. As far as my track record goes, I really don't want to get involved with the wrong man again.
Oh, boy. You say something like that, you make me feel guilty.
Oh, no, come on. That wasn't you. That was Ivan Kipling's implant and everything. It wasn't you, Larry.
I know, it's still... No, whatever. There's my patient.
Oh, but I'll let you get back to work.
Okay, I'll walk you outside.
Great. Sorry, it was great
Oh,
seeing you
Minnie, it was
again.
wonderful seeing you, and I will call Laurel and have her call you about dinner tomorrow.
Okay.
All right, get up.
All right, you take care.
Thank you.
And I'm so glad that you are a doctor again.
Thank you, darling.
You're welcome. I'll see you later.
Okay. Julie. Go.
Tracy. Tracy. Exactly what have you done now? Aunt Ramona, what are you doing here?
I got a call.
Tracy? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you had a visit. Excuse me one second. How you feeling?
Just real out of it.
Yeah. Well, you probably drift off in a little while. Tomorrow you'll be much more alert. Any pain?
Only want to move around.
All right. Just take it easy. I'm Dr. Wallach. I'm attending Tracy. And you?
I'm Ramona Wolcott, Tracy's aunt.
Oh, very nice to meet you. Well, you'll be glad to know that the operation was a success. And we don't have very much information on this young lady. Could I talk to you out here and get some more?
Doctor,
Yes.
how long will she be in here?
Well, it depends on how long it takes her to recover.
I'd like to speak to my niece privately, please.
Well, not right now, I'm afraid. She does need her rest. She's just come down from recovery. Why don't we step outside? I'll be right with you just a minute. Yes, Tracy. What is it?
Please don't let her take me out of here.
Are you afraid of your aunt?
No, just don't let her take me.
Okay, just relax. Just take care. Go to sleep. Mrs. Walcott.
It's Miss Wolcott. And I'd like you to know that my niece has no medical coverage. And since I am responsible for her, I don't want her in this hospital 1 second longer than is absolutely necessary. You understand?
Yes, and since you are responsible for her, perhaps you'd like to know about her condition.
Yes, I know. She fell off a ladder. A rib punctured her lung.
Yes, we operated. She will be fine.
I see. So you don't foresee any problems which might complicate or prevent her quick recovery?
No, but I can't give you a date of release either.
May I go in again and speak with her, please?
Not right now. She needs to recover. Why don't you come back tomorrow?
All right. If you insist.
Thank you. Around here?
Yeah, I couldn't stay away. I wanted to know how Tracy was doing. Is there anything I could do to help?
Oh, that's very nice of you. I always should stop feeling guilty.
I know everyone keeps telling me that it wasn't my fault that she fell up that ladder, but she was in my studio when I was there.
So?
So, I don't know, there's something about Tracy. She reminds me of me. I know what it's like to be all alone in a big city.
Well, she's going to need a friend around her. Tell you what, you tell her that. I'll be in to check in a little later.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Thanks.
Now, Aunt Ramona?
I came to see for myself.
See what?
Just exactly how bad off you were. Dr. Wallach doesn't know how long you're going to be in here.
Neither do I. I'm so tired, Aunt Ramona. I really need my rest.
I know what you need. Maybe you can forget everything, Tracy, but I can't.
Please, Aunt Ramona, I've just come out of surgery. And I have all these tubes stuck in me.
Let other people hold your hand and say, there. I know how to take care of you, Tracy. And once and for all, I intend to do just that.
Don't talk to her like that.
What did you say?
Please.
Can't you see she's in no condition to talk, especially with you yelling at her?
I'll talk to my niece any way I want. And I don't have to take orders from you, whoever you are.
This is the lady I was working for, Delilah Buchanan.
Oh, of course. You're the woman who called me. It was your studio, wasn't it? And it was your ladder. Oh, what's the matter? Afraid of a lawsuit or something?
Ramona, it was an accident. I couldn't help if I fell.
That's enough out of you.
Listen, I can go, Tracy, if you want.
No, don't.
Oh, I should have known. You would have started with the tears. Well, you can fool some of your new friends, but you can't fool me.
The boys down there. Miss Walcott, what are you doing here? I'm telling you right now, lady, you stop bothering my patients and everyone else on this hall, and I'll throw you out of the hospital.
You can't do that to me. I'm Tracy's aunt. I'm her closest living relative. I have every right to be with her.
Well, she's got rights, too, and if you don't understand...
I understand doctors.
Voice down.
Oh, you all think you're so high and mighty. Well, I could have you dismissed from the case. I can refuse to pay your bill.
It's already been taken care of. I'm paying for Tracy's stay while she's in the hospital. Also, I'm making sure that she has the finest treatment, and that includes Dr. Wallach.
Oh, I see. So this is the way it is. She has both of you eating out of her hand, as usual. Well, I'm family. And I'll see to it that she gets exactly what's coming to her.
Is that some kind of threat?
No, that's a guarantee. You two will regret the day you interfered in my family's business.
What a sweetheart.
Yeah, she really gives me the creeps. Did you see the way Tracy looked at her? I mean, she was afraid. That woman has some power over her.
Well, with family like that, you're going to need all the friends you can get.
And listen, I'll be back as soon as I can tomorrow.
All right, thanks, Delilah. I'm going to go ahead and check on Tracy. I'll see you tomorrow. Tracy?
Dr. Wallace, I'm sorry.
What? What's the matter?
I'm so ashamed.
Of what?
You heard my Aunt Ramona and how she was carrying on.
Now, wait a minute. Just don't go away. Listen to me. I had an aunt once, Aunt Fanny. I'm not kidding, Aunt Fanny. And all the time she would pinch my cheeks and she would say, "Little Lawrence." That's what she'd call me. It drove me up the wall. I thought I was going to go nuts. Especially when she did it on high school graduation.
Oh, she did.
Yes, she did. But hey, here I am.
The thing about Aunt Ramona is that she means well.
Yeah, so did Aunt Fanny. My cheeks still hurt.
She's just had such a hard life, you know. I don't want you to be disappointed in her because all she needs is a little understanding.
Not many kids would feel that way. You're a special person.
Boy, yesterday was really something. And then when old Primo showed up, he really had me backed into a corner. But how else could I have handled it? Vicky would have done the same thing. Let's see. She's been back now, what, twice? Obviously, that gal ain't as dead as I thought she was. Sure wish she hadn't said all that stuff to Clint, though. Now she's giving him hope. I'll have to go a lot easier now. Clint.
Morning.
Good morning. I'm sorry I didn't hear you come in. Shall I pour you some coffee?
Yes, thank you.
You, seem a little calmer this morning.
I'm sorry I lost control yesterday, but it wasn't a very easy conversation.
I know. Sweetheart, I realize that with everything else coming down on you, I shouldn't be pressuring you like this. It's just that you give me such conflicting signals. I don't know where I stand, you know?
It's really so complicated.
Yes, I know it is. Honey, could I, may I ask you one question?
Sure.
Do you believe what I told you last night?
Yeah. Yes, I do. I believe that whatever happened between you and Tina was not intentional on your part.
Well, that's a step in the right direction.
Well, good morning, everyone. So, no one's talking, huh?
We were having a private conversation.
Well, excuse me. I only wanted to tell you that Mr. Berryman called before you came down.
What did he say?
That he'd talk to you later. Seems he's willing to pay a whole lot of money for the banner. Well, Vicky, will you pour me some coffee for me?
Pour your own.
Sweetheart, I'd really hoped that you might have changed your mind about selling the banner.
I haven't really thought about it a lot, you know.
Honey, do you realize what kind of a rag the banner would become if a low-life publisher like Berryman got his hands on it? Let's keep it the way it is, with you and me. Well, maybe we can talk about it tonight when I get home.
Goodbye, Clint.
Goodbye, Tina. I'll see you later.